All right, all you procrastinators, enough is enough. It's November and the you-know-what is about to hit the fan. Time to hit up my friends at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning to get that furnace cranked on and get it winter ready. Dana here. November's also the final tune-up deal of the year at Standard. You can get $20 off your furnace fix when you make an appointment and mention 93X. Yeah, I know we're all hardy Minnesotans around here, and you're probably saving up to buy me a sweet, sweet Christmas gift, but don't roll the dice on your furnace. Time to prep and protect. Book that tune-up today at standardheating.com. That's standardheating.com.
They're gross, they're offensive, and kids on the road see them.
Half-assed morning show.
One thing I've learned on this program from all of you, some of you are very anxious people.
I can be.
Anxious people.
I'm anxious right now, just wondering what you're going to bring up.
Yeah, dude.
Not me. I'm as cool as a cucumber. That's
Yep, that's how we know you as, Josh.
Anxiety is a real thing with one or two or all of you. Okay. Here are things that feel embarrassing that shouldn't be embarrassing. So tell me if you'd have trouble with any of these things. Anxious.
Yes.
my anxious coworkers. Well, I don't really understand why this would be on your list of choices, because anybody would have a little bit of anxiety on your first day at a new job.
Oh, yeah, I'd be terrified.
But that being embarrassing, that's what. So when I was looking at this list, my fiance saw that one at the top, and he was like, "How is that embarrassing? Like everybody has to do it." And I was like, "I don't know, but I understand exactly what they mean. Why is it embarrassing
If you don't know,
to be new?"
Yeah, I mean, just you probably feel like everyone's staring at you and waiting for you to screw up.
Yeah, it's
that
just,
kind of thing.
Do you remember your first day here, Josh?
Yeah.
I remember mine.
It was just one dude here. It was overnights, right? So it wasn't like a whole bunch of people.
So your first day here, you went straight on air.
No. I was like interning for an overnight guy.
Oh, you weren't the overnight guy?
No.
Okay. Were you nervous? Were you scared?
Yeah, I was pretty nervous. But I didn't, it wasn't as bad because I didn't want to work here. The guy invited me in and said, hey, you want to hang out? And I just never left. So I think that's a little different, right? Because I wasn't like really hoping things would work out. They just needed bodies at that time.
I remember my first day at this here radio station. My first day, I didn't do much. I just kind of sat and observed.
Same here.
The morning show at the time, because I was hired to be, as I've shared many times, I was hired to be the new character on the morning show with prank calls and character voices, and that was going to be my role. Now, day one, I just sat and watched. Day two, I don't think I had even sat down yet, and they drugged me on air. My very first gig was going to be that morning. They were going to send me out on the street to do this or that. Well, I was not expecting to be hauled in front of a live microphone on my second day. And also, I had zero understanding of how a radio show works. So they drag me in and they say, here's our new character. Now, today you're going to be doing this, and this, right? And I said, yeah. There was some dead air, and they said, and then later you're going to do this and this, right? And I said, yep. And they started laughing and said, we'll be right back. And I had no idea. And once we went off air, they said, what the hell was that? I said, what the hell was what? And they said, well, we were looking for you to, elaborate a little bit. And I said, I don't know what the hell I'm doing here. Christ almighty, I've been here twice. So that was kind of embarrassing because it never dawned on me that they were expecting much out of me. And when I gave them 2 one-word answers, they laughed in my face.
You guys kind of did the same thing to me. I think it was...
We've thrown a lot of folks into the whole trial by fire type thing. Yeah.
I never expected to even speak on air. I was just going to write you guys the traffic report and do, I don't know, just small little things on the side, get you water. And maybe like 2-3 days in, you guys threw me on the mic. And I remember I didn't think that you could, turn your head away and clear your throat or cough.
Right.
And so on air, I
Were
probably sounded like a 60-year-old smoker. Just, hi, my name is Ashley. It's so bad.
Janelle, do you remember your very first live appearance on television?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did it go?
No, I mean, I wouldn't want to watch it again.
Yeah.
We would, though.
I wish I could find it. It
Yeah,
would
that'd be
really
kinda fun.
funny.
What was the situation? Was this at Channel 11?
Nope. I worked, my first job out of college was in Grand Forks, North Dakota. And I remember it was something about like a food shelf or something like that. I had never been on live television before. Even in college, we didn't do that.
Right.
I really had no idea what I was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
can relate.
I was not a natural at all. Like, I think some people just dive in and they're really good. That was not me. I needed some practice.
You're right. There's some people that just from the get-go,
Yeah.
they're great.
Yeah.
I wish I would have had the common sense in that moment, my first time on air. I should have had some idea that they wanted me to, establish myself a little bit more, but I was completely clueless. After I understood that, I think I had little trouble with it. But your first day on a new job makes this is in this conversation about things that feel embarrassing that shouldn't be embarrassing. Having your windshield wipers on high. I remember this before. I remember talking about this, and I did not understand how that could be a nerve-wracking, embarrassing experience. But I think, Josh, you told me something or another. I can't remember. There's something about you've experienced windshield wiper anxiety.
Windshield wiper? I don't know if I did.
Maybe it was somebody else.
I have, definitely.
Okay,
Yeah,
was it you? Someone said if you have yours on high and other people do not, you feel like the wimp of the group or something
Yep,
like that.
absolutely.
Okay. Maybe it was
Considered
Ashley.
that.
It wasn't you.
I look at other people's cars and I'm like, what? Why aren't you going as fast as I am?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine just, I have automatic ones now in my car. So they just do whatever they want.
What?
I'm not going to argue with it.
You don't have to flip a switch on your windshield wipers?
Well, you have the same thing. It's just you put it on and it'll go.
I thought you were saying that when it begins to rain, your windshield wipers just know to begin working.
Correct.
Those are cool.
Really?
Yeah. You've got it on your vehicle.
I do?
Yeah.
My windshield wipers will begin when the rain does?
Yeah.
Without me pushing a button?
You have rain sensing wipers.
I had no idea. The anxiety is real around here. Some of you is right here in this radio studio. These are things that feel embarrassing that shouldn't be embarrassing. Go ahead and tell me if you'd have trouble with any of these things. Tell me if you agree. Some of the entries are just so silly because you have no damn choice in the matter. Something that feels embarrassing that shouldn't be embarrassing, taking too long to turn out into traffic even though you can't go.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I hate that feeling.
I get that way. Absolutely.
What are you going to do? Launch yourself into oncoming traffic?
Well, I mean, sometimes
Honestly,
people
yeah.
just don't get it. They don't understand,
You feel like the guy behind you is
Oh, yeah.
pissed. That's good.
Absolutely.
Walking back from your turn bowling.
Yep.
I never know where to look or
And
what
I don't
to
know
do with
what
my
kind,
hands.
I don't know what kind of face to make. Let's say, God just granted me a strike. And what face do I make? I don't want to look like I'm bragging. I don't want to be too excited about it.
Josh, I hate that move where you do get a strike, and for me, it's very rarely. But then you turn around, you're all excited, and everybody's looking at their phones or they're talking to each other, and nobody's even watching. Like, oh, all right, yeah, cool.
Here's another one where you have no choice. So why feel embarrassed or anxious about this? Crossing the street, and there are cars, in the way.
Yeah, I feel like such a nuisance.
Having a hamster if you're over the age of 18 is embarrassing, according to this report. I don't know why that would be.
I don't
Yeah,
know a lot of adult hamster owners.
Yeah, I would be a little taken back by that.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
That's a child.
I would
Okay.
assume it's a sex thing at that point.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the most likely demographic for hamsters. I guess I rarely ever see one in someone's home. I would imagine if they own one, they're just keeping it away from me. Jogging to a door makes people anxious.
Yeah.
Taking your garbage can out at the same time as your neighbor.
I don't know.
Then
I
there's
do
like
that.
there's the
That
pressure to say hello, I guess.
Yeah, that one wouldn't get me.
I waited until the neighbor was done shoveling his driveway before I went and did mine the other day.
Are you serious?
I could understand that, Dana.
Trying to open a public bathroom door when someone is already up in there. Yeah, that's embarrassing. I feel a little bit bad about sorry to bother you because I've been there 7 billion times on the other side of that friggin' door. Making your friends stop when you're on a road trip because you have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, I hate inconveniencing people like that, too.
You shouldn't feel that way. You see...
But sometimes people are jerks about it.
Oh, dude, trust me, I know. I grew up, my circle of friends will quickly turn a road trip into a guilt trip. I grew up with sleep and bathroom Nazis. And what I mean by that is they make you feel bad if you have to poop or sleep beyond 6 a.m. They're sleep and bathroom Nazis. Paying cash and getting handed change back is embarrassing for some reason?
Oh, yeah, I've had awkward moments with that where they hold their hand out and then you have to grab the change from their hand.
Oh, yeah. No. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'd rather just pay with my card.
I don't understand. I just don't understand a lot of this. Janelle, you're a confident person. Have any of these so far struck a chord with you?
No.
No. Your stomach growling.
I get embarrassed when that happens in here in the mornings when it's very quiet. We're all doing our work, and then my stomach just decides to interrupt.
There's other noises your stomach makes that you should be more embarrassed about.
Whatever.
Telling the waiter they got your order wrong. You'll just eat the wrong meal, won't you, some of you?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Every time.
I hate that. Yeah, I hate sending things back or asking.
I'm not that picky. I mean,
Same.
if they get it wrong, maybe it kind of sucks, but I'll eat it.
I will say, though, I never send my food back, but if my fiance's food is wrong, I'll say something. I don't know why. I care
really?
more about him
You'll
having
speak
a
up
good
for
meal.
him, but not yourself.
Yeah.
You're a good woman, Ashley.
I wonder if it's in a way how you grew up, because what was for supper was for supper. I mean, I couldn't question it at all. If I did, my dad would kick you out of the house. So I wonder if that's part of it, where it's like, they put this in front of me, I guess I'm going to eat it.
The last two here are travel related. Oh, okay. I follow what they mean here. Putting your things in the bins at a concert or an airport before you go through the security gate, with the sensors and whatnot. You got to take your shoes off. You got to take your wallet out. You got to take the keys out, your can of chew, your pack of cigarettes, whatever, your wedding ring. Throwing all that. I suppose that is some of your most personal belongings all on display. I can understand. And then putting your luggage in the overhead compartment is an anxious, embarrassing thing for some people, because I suppose they think they're inconvenient. You got to make everyone wait for a second. Sometimes the thing doesn't fit, and you got to start over again.
Yeah, and also, too, on an airplane, if you're sitting window and you got to go to the bathroom, I feel bad making the other people get up.
Oh, going to the bathroom.
Yeah, I like to choose the aisle seat for that reason.
Yeah, me too, man.
Going off to the bathroom. Suppose you can't avoid that, Janelle. You travel all the time. You probably know your way around an airplane bathroom pretty well.
But I will say that is when I wouldn't want to inconvenience someone. Or if they're sleeping, that's always
Just crawl right over them.
Yeah.
that.
Crawl right over them.
I'd rather pee my pants.
Use their shoulder as leverage, as you're crawling across.
Janelle, I can picture you being that very efficient traveler that can get through security. You have like an entire system and routine just down pat.
Yep, pretty much.
You know exactly what needs to go in the bins. You know all the rules. You don't need to be told what to do.
It's true, Dana.
I'll admit something embarrassing to everybody right here, right now. My wife tracks me.
Yeah.
Does she have a good reason to?
Like on an app, you mean?
Yeah.
I've got that set
I don't know
up, too.
I don't know what you call it. She grabbed my phone the other day and pressed some buttons, and now she can tell where I'm at all times.
Yeah. The Find My iPhone app. Or
Yeah,
Track.
I have 8 people on mine.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, me and my girlfriends, me and my fiance share our location.
Are you and your wife tracked, Josh?
Yeah.
Dana, you and your soon-to-be wife tracked?
No,
No, not tracked.
not tracked.
Is that because you guys don't have the same kind of phone, though?
Correctamundo.
I don't use it very often other than just to see if she's on her way home or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I use it for, like to try to figure out if I should start dinner.
Yeah,
Or if
exactly.
I have more time to nap.
Yep.
Yeah, she might have reason to suspect me. I mean, she's known me for a long time. She knows that I'm shady. But so she pulls this gimmick, and it's kind of funny because I forget about it, and then she'll call my phone, and she'll say, "Oh, you're at 394 and Ridgedale Drive, huh?"
Yeah.
And I'll say, how the hell do you? Oh, that's right. I'm tracked from now. I'm tagged.
That's fun.
I only share mine with my wife, though, nobody else. But I know, like, people Ashley's age, they'll share it with friends and
She
stuff.
tagged me.
Yeah, it's fun seeing where they are and texting them like, why are you in Wisconsin or like all the way in Green Bay today? What are you doing over there?
But Ashley, have you ever looked at your phone and all
Wait a
8
minute.
people you track are hanging out together without you?
I've never had that happen.
Why would your fiance be in Green Bay?
No, I'm talking about my girlfriends.
Oh, then you know they're on a trip without you. Yeah, like Dana would say. Yeah, I suppose if I'm ever going to cheat, she's going to know because I'm going to come home with a new phone.
You have a burner.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Well,
That's right. Explain to me the burner phone. You go get a cell phone. How does that work?
Well, then you better not carry your regular one, though, because that's
Okay, right. Get a second phone
Well,
Yeah,
that
you
she
can
doesn't
just-
know about.
You can go. Do they still sell them at convenience stores?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
they do.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Boom.
Wow, okay.
But with the tracking thing and cheating, a couple months back we were talking about elaborate ways people went to cheat on their significant others. And one guy, he was being tracked by his wife, so he'd say, "Hey, hon, I'm going golfing with the boys today." He would drive to the golf course, park his car, take his phone out
right.
and hide it under a tree.
Right.
Go bang his mistress, and then a couple hours later go and pick up the phone.
See, that would never work on me because one of my favorite pastimes is when my boyfriend's golfing or fiance's golfing. I like to look at his location and see if he's in like a dirt trap or a sand trap.
It's that specific?
So that I can make fun of him.
Specific, Ashley.
I didn't know.
Sometimes it can be. Sometimes it's a little iffy. But yeah, I love giving him crap. Like, wow, that was a terrible drive.
I've been tagged, Cubby.
I'm surprised you allowed that to happen.
I didn't allow that to happen. Like I said, she said, "Let me see your phone real quick." Beep, 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 beep. And then said, "Now I know where you're at all times."
Did she put hers on your phone then?
I don't know.
No. You can turn it off if you really wanted to.
Yeah, I can show you how to
I
do
can
it.
turn it off so she can't track me?
Correct.
Oh.
You
all
can
right.
turn
You
it
have
off
control.
without even notifying her too.
Well, of course I wouldn't notify her.
Well, because if you do it a certain way, it'll tell them that you stopped sharing the location.
Oh, God, I need to take a class. Janelle, are you currently tracking anyone or are you being tracked?
No, but I do have a burner phone, as you know.
Oh yeah.
One for work and one for
Yeah.
your personal stuff.
Right.
So your burner phone is like this mysterious, nobody knows where the
Such a
messages are coming
mystery.
from.
Right.
That's cool.
I can hook you up.
You got a guy?
You are my hookup.
Hey, wait a minute. You two look kind of familiar. Ain't you them kids that have been whacking off in my tool shed?
93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
Have any of you rushed out to see the latest Tom Cruise Mission Impossible movie?
No, I'll wait.
No,
Yeah, I can wait on it.
I don't
But
know.
I'm excited to see it, though. Yeah, they are very good movies. They're fun.
I don't have that much interest in it.
I thought that was a franchise where each one was better than the next until I guess it would be the one before this prior one. That was the first time I thought, it wasn't quite up to par as the rest of them. And I think it's because there wasn't enough Simon Pegg.
He was good in
I
those.
thought about it afterwards, but this new one I hear is very good.
Never saw it personally, any of the Mission Impossible movies. Lots of them, aren't there? 5, 6, 7 of them now or something?
I think 8 or 9.
Oh, really? I have no idea. Tom Cruise has come up with another Mission Impossible movie. So it's out in the theaters, but you folks are going to wait till it's on your television. Is
Yeah.
that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Well, does everyone... I don't think it's been that long since I asked this question. Maybe because we were talking about the new Mission Impossible movie a couple of months ago. But does everyone like Tom Cruise? We got to like him, right? He's got a cabin up in Brainerd.
Yeah, he's one of us.
He's one of us.
Yeah,
I like most of his movies. He
Okay.
seems like he's a bit of a goofball in real life.
Oh, he's totally insane.
Yeah, he seems insane.
He's insisting upon eventually dying doing a stunt.
That's how he wants to go.
I think we probably covered this last time we discussed Tom Cruise, but you know who met him one night and said he was just wonderful and kind and funny and fun? You know who met Tom Cruise, Josh? Do you know who met him?
Who dat?
My wife.
Of
Oh,
course.
really?
Cool.
Well, he comes across like he's probably a nice guy, just maybe a little on the goofy side.
She liked him a lot.
Did she?
Yeah.
That's cool.
And she said 2 words. Extremely short.
You know, her liking him, actually, I think it says a lot. He must be a pretty decent guy then.
Yeah.
I feel like she can read people well.
Well, that's something I'll pass on to her. I hope the two of you can meet sometime.
I hope so, too.
Tom Cruise. Barstool.com ranked the best or coolest Toms. Okay? Try and think of other Toms or Tommies or Thomases and see where you'd squeeze them in if you were to rank all the best or coolest Toms.
Tommy Pickles.
Oh, that's a good one.
Number one.
Who in God's name is Tommy Pickles?
Tommy Pickles is a cute little redhead with glasses on Rugrats.
No, Tommy Pickles is the main guy. You're thinking of Chucky Finster.
Oh, I was. Oh, yeah,
Chucky-
Tommy Pickles is the main guy. He's all right, too, I guess. He's kind of annoying.
Chucky who?
Chucky Finster.
Chucky Finster and Tommy Pickles come from a show called
The Rugrats.
The Rugrats. Okay.
Did Thomas Lake Elementary School make the list?
Thomas Lake does not make.
Shoot.
That's a real bummer.
Feel free, 651-989-9393 if you want to give us your idea of the best or coolest Tom. Here is...
Real quick, I want to, before this moves on too far,
Yes.
who's your fatty Jesus? And a bunch of other people have texted in on the most recent Mission Impossible and say it's the best one yet.
Oh, cool.
Which is saying something. I've really enjoyed those movies.
Tell them that when you run into them up in Brainerd.
Hey, we had some people text in, Tom, and said that this was, I haven't seen it yet, but they say it's the best one yet.
All right.
Didn't I just say that?
Here is Barstool's ranking of the best or coolest Toms, starting from 16 all the way to 1.
Does my Uncle Tom make the list on this?
I always thought your Uncle Tom was quite interesting.
He's an interesting guy. He's a bit of a character. He's a fun guy to hang out with.
He is.
I've mentioned before, if you ever watch Cheers, my Uncle Tom is Cliff Clavin.
Cute.
Essentially, they're one and the same.
Yes.
Just in different careers.
I bet I would love him.
I've never had a bad time with your Uncle Tom.
No, he's always in a good mood.
All right, number 16 on Barstool's list of the best or coolest Toms, Thomas Jefferson, of course, that George and Wheezy's son on the 70s sitcom. That was Lionel. Lionel was their son. Thomas Jefferson, the
Oh, I guess, yeah, he's pretty cool.
former president.
I don't really know much about him, to be
No, I
honest.
couldn't tell you much about him.
Third president
The third.
had
Did some stuff.
white hair.
I don't know. I'm sure I knew at some point.
Number 15 is Tom Wambsgams.
Oh, from the show Succession.
Right, from the HBO.
Oh, I haven't gotten into
I
that.
haven't watched that either.
I've heard very
too
mixed.
smart for me.
Yeah, and I've heard very mixed reviews. Like some people are like, "This is the best show to ever exist," and then the other side of people saying like, "If you actually like this show, you're insane."
Oh, really?
I watched the whole thing, and I'm still not sure what I think of it. It's just, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but it was like, well, I think I enjoyed it, but I have no interest in ever watching it again. So that's where I stand on Succession. But the Tom character was cool, though.
At number 14 on the list of the coolest and best Toms, the folks who hang out at Barstool Sports must be readers, because number 14 is, I think I have this right, an author named Tom Clancy.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
You read any of his books, Josh?
I have. I've seen a lot of movies based on it. I know you've seen some as well.
Which ones did
Hunt
he...
for Red October.
Never saw it.
Oh, I thought you had seen
I
that
know, I
one.
get a lot of grief over that. No,
Oh, you
never
saw
it.
U-71.
U-571.
Okay. U-571.
Yes, never saw Hunt for... What else did he write?
Tom Clancy, wasn't he the Jason Bourne guy? Or am I confusing him with somebody else?
I don't know off the top of my head.
Like Clear and Present.
Oh, Rainbow Six, Sum of All Fears. That was a good movie.
Is he the guy who played around like he was going to buy the Vikings for an hour or so? Or am I thinking of someone else?
No
that
clue.
sounds right.
See if you can find that information. I swear to God, he messed around with the idea of
Yeah,
buying.
he did.
He did?
1998.
What?
And then it ended up going to Red McCombs? Is
Yep.
that how it worked?
Looks like Clancy put together $200 million, but Red McCombs outbid him with $250.
All right, Tom Clancy.
Mouse and Cheese's Jesus. His number one is Tom from MySpace. Remember Tom from MySpace? You've seen all those pictures with this white T-shirt on?
I do remember. Is he not at a computer and he's turned
Yeah, he's
around,
turned around, yeah.
to wave to you?
That is a good callback right there.
Well, that guy, he sold MySpace for like $1 billion and then just didn't do anything. He's like, I'm cool. I'm good.
Wait, that was a picture of the real guy
Yeah, that
who
was the
came
real
up
guy.
with MySpace?
Or at least that's what I've been told.
Okay. Number 13 on the list of the coolest or best Toms ever. And I guess...
Okay, to correct myself, Robert Ludlum, Jason Bourne, Tom Clancy, Jack Ryan. Thank you, Brother and Sisterhood. Like I said, I haven't read the Tom Clancy stuff. I should, because it seems like it'd be right up my alley.
Fair enough. 13, Tom Sawyer. Modern-day warrior named Tom Sawyer. He floated down a river on a raft with a black guy.
Every time I hear that song, I assume your phone is ringing because Rush's Tom Sawyer was your ringtone forever.
Yes, I did have Rush's. And my reference right there. Was this on a real episode of South Park, or did South Park just create this for the band Rush? I don't know. Maybe someone can tell me. But a number of years ago, I went to see Rush in concert. And the opening of the show, a screen drops in front of the stage, and the South Park characters appear. And they are mimicking, they're having band practice, and they're going to play the song Tom Sawyer, right? And I think Cartman is on keyboards, and Kenny's on the drums, and someone else is on guitar. And they start the song, and Cartman says, modern-day warrior named Tom Sawyer. He floated down a river on a raft with a black guy. And the other character says, that's not it, that's Huckleberry Finn, right?
Yeah.
And they have this argument, and then the South Park kids say, Cartman gets all mad, and the South Park kids say, let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then Rush kicks in with that song. It was one of the deepest.
Cool. I like that.
It was one of the deepest chills I ever had at a live concert. And of course, the bit was so funny. Mm-hmm. I think you can find that on YouTube somewhere where they start the show with the South Park bit.
Yeah, you can find it on YouTube. It looks like it was created just for the band. It wasn't from an episode.
Yeah, I think Cartman is like, I'm Geddy Lee, and I can sing what I want to sing. Maybe we can find that audio before the show's over. I mean, I got such a deep chill from that. What were you making a face for, Josh? You all right?
It's an off-air thing.
Oh. All right. We're rolling through Barstool Sports rankings of the 16 coolest Toms or best Toms ever. And we'll take a break after this one. Number 12, is this an actor? Tom Holland?
Yeah, Spider-Man.
Yes. Very popular.
Plays the role of Spider-Man?
Yep.
Actually, wouldn't you agree? He just seems like a really nice, cool guy.
Yeah, he does. He seems really, really chill. He is the one that is engaged, or I think engaged. I don't think they're officially married yet, to that Zendaya girl.
Yeah.
I've told you and Josh about her.
Zendaya.
I watched the Dune movies.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah. So you absolutely know who I'm talking about. She's gorgeous.
She sure is.
Let's get through one more here just because it's a good note to end on. Number 11, apparently, according to people who hang out on Barstool, number 11, the coolest Tom ever. Number 11 is Tommy Lee. Tommy Lee is not cool. Tommy Lee needs to get a grip.
He used to be pretty cool.
He used to be cool, but now he is a moron that needs to get a grip.
Maybe he's made the list as kind of like a lifetime achievement award.
Well, of course, if they're going to have Thomas Jefferson.
You
gotta have Tommy
I guess he hasn't been in the news lately either, has he?
There was a time when Tommy Lee was very cool, and I actually had the opportunity to spend the day with him once, and it was just a great time.
Is that when we went to Rick's?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was, but lately, some of the things that he does, I just don't understand. Come on, dude, you're in your 60s. Okay. Next on the list is Tom Selleck.
Yeah.
He's a pretty cool Tom.
Yep.
In the mid-'80s, he had all the women reaching down the front of their pants. Number 9, I don't get at all, Tommy Lee Jones.
Oh, I like Tommy Lee Jones.
Who's that?
He's an actor. I've never been able to stand him at all. The sight of him.
Oh, I like him. What?
The sight of him pushes me away. Tommy Lee Jones.
I have always liked him quite a bit, actually.
Number 8 is Tom Petty. Number 7, I didn't think we were going to include fictional characters, but number 7 is Tommy Callahan.
That's one of my favorite Tommies.
Yeah, that's a good one.
From Don't Tell Me. Roadhouse.
There you
go. Which one is it? Chris Farley as Tommy Callahan. No one wants to tell me.
I thought you were.
I thought you were doing a bit.
No, I
really want to know.
I did say don't tell me. I did say
yeah, you said don't tell me.
I can't think of the movie.
Tommy Boy.
Oh, that makes sense.
It's got Tom in the name.
Very funny. Yeah, it had Tom in the name. I couldn't come up with it. Number 6 is Tom Hardy, also an actor, I think.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Number 5,
Hardy's
Tom.
a little difficult to work with.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't
is?
know that.
He's got a reputation.
Number 5 is Tom the Cat from Tom and Jerry. I'm so happy to see him in there.
Mm-hmm.
And
Legendary.
in the top 5. I always rooted for Tom the Cat. Jerry was a little antagonistic prick, and I hated him. I always wanted Jerry to be killed.
Honestly, yeah. Same here. I remember that.
He's a little douchebag.
He is. Just mind your own business.
Really
Right.
cocky.
Yeah, yeah.
He
big
did
time.
not. He absolutely did not know how to mind his own business. Nope. Number 4, Tom Hanks.
There was a time where I might have agreed with that.
In the early 80s when he was funny, I liked Tom Hanks.
Yeah, I like the funny Tom Hanks, too.
3, Thomas Edison. Oh, he was a man out of time. Thought you was crazy, you was out of your mind. Man out of time, man out of time.
Thomas Edison was crucial.
He was electromagnetic. He was completely kinetic.
He did some good stuff.
Sure he did.
Thomas Edison comes in as the 3rd coolest Tom of all time.
It should be noted that Barstool Sports originated out of Boston, so that might why Tom Brady is so high on the list.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
And number 1 is Tom Cruise. So they think very highly
It's interesting.
of Tom Cruise. I mean, I'm not a huge fan, but I think that's fair. He's
a huge movie star, a lot of great movies.
Yeah, I guess. And then if you take out, I'm just hung up on too many fictional Toms.
Oh, fictional.
So
Tom.
I guess
like who else?
I was just thinking of people like Tom and Jerry and the kid from the Rugrats that I mentioned, and I'm sure there's plenty of others that I'm forgetting.
Tom Cruise has made massive movies and been a big star for 40 years. Fine, let's call him the coolest Tom. I had others in mind, Josh. I was thinking Tom Morello.
Oh, for sure.
Tom Wopat?
Tom Wopat, who bought me a Miller Lite in Mississippi somewhere around 25 years ago. Tommy Chong.
Oh, sure.
Tommy Shaw.
Oh, that's an excellent one. What about Tom Kelly?
Tom Kelly.
Oh.
One of my favorite fellas here in town is Tom Reed.
Oh, he's great.
Tom Bosley.
Oh, sure.
He played Howard Cunningham on the damn Tommy Smothers from the Smothers Brothers.
I love the Smothers Brothers. I think we lost half the crowd there, but
Yeah, I'm a little lost.
That's okay if we lose half the crowd.
Tom Segura, a lot of people texting in.
Oh, yes,
yes.
of course.
See, that loses me. I don't know who Tom
he
Segura
needs to be
is.
up there. He's so funny.
I don't know if you guys
Not
had
funnier than Tommy Smothers.
What was that, Dana?
Oh, it's
Yeah, he just died. Dana died.
Did I frighten you with that comment?
Tommy Lasorda?
Tommy Lasorda. Go ahead, Dave.
I was going to say, I don't know if you guys had one in your neighborhood, but there's nothing better than riding your bike to the Tom Thumb.
Tom
Oh, yeah,
Thumb.
we had a Tom
Yes.
Thumb.
Yes, that was great. Walking in there as a little kid and just seeing all the snacks and sodas, it was like an
Dude.
oasis.
That place rocked.
Yeah, I like Tom Thumb.
I want to be wined and dined at 69.
93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
All right, all you procrastinators, enough is enough. It's November and the you-know-what is about to hit the fan. Time to hit up my friends at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning to get that furnace cranked on and get it winter ready. Dana here. November's also the final tune-up deal of the year at Standard. You can get $20 off your furnace fix when you make an appointment and mention 93X. Yeah, I know we're all hardy Minnesotans around here, and you're probably saving up to buy me a sweet, sweet Christmas gift, but don't roll the dice on your furnace. Time to prep and protect. Book that tune-up today at standardheating.com. That's standardheating.com.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy. Just drop in some details about yourself and see if you're eligible to save money when you bundle your home and auto policies. The process only takes minutes, and it could mean hundreds more in your pocket. Visit Progressive.com after this episode to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
Hey, everybody. I'm Michael Strahan, and St. Jude has been close to my heart for many years. Their groundbreaking research is changing how the world treats childhood cancer and has helped push the survival rate in the U.S. from 20% to more than 80%. Please help St. Jude give children the greatest gift, a chance at a lifetime.
This holiday, help St. Jude find more cures for more children. Donate now at musicgives.org.
We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
C. Willie Miles has joined the program today. Thank you for that, C. Willie. Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop, indeed.
It's nice to see you
be
again.
here, man. I love seeing you guys.
We love seeing you, too. Welcome back to the Half-Assed Morning Show. C. Willie Miles, an entertainer. You don't particularly like being referred to as a comic.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
More than that.
You'll have to forgive me.
You're not a one-trick pony.
I'm not a one-trick pony.
You are much more than that.
Yeah.
But forgive me, I need to use the term in order to ask you a question.
Absolutely.
In order to have it make sense for everybody who's listening. Are comics freaks? Sexually speaking, C. Willie Miles, is there potentially a lot of sex happening and available to stand-up comics?
100%.
Okay. That would make sense because you're always traveling, you're in hotels, a lot of you, not you, you're drinking, you're socializing with whatever sex you're interested in before and after your gigs.
Right.
So you would say stand-up comedy can get freaky.
Absolutely. It's crazy.
You got any stories?
No, not for. I mean,
I know not you
can
personally,
tell, yeah.
but
oh, absolutely. I mean, it is. I've been in situations where I don't use my actual name when I check into the hotel.
Yeah.
Because especially when I was on a college tour, when you're touring colleges, man, those, it gets wild.
Yeah.
And you do those shows, and they want to take you out to eat and then drink, and next thing they want to follow you back to your hotel and things like that. But no, because I've been with my wife for so long, and I've always been in a relationship, so I never did the road thing.
Yeah.
Where you
the rock star thing.
Right. And I was very uncomfortable with that. Because that's a lot of you catch a case that way too.
Oh.
If you no, I mean I'm just saying it happened to a good friend of mine that he didn't do anything. She got caught in his room where he let her in because she was banging on his door so loud it was the whole hotel was about to wake up
like a psychomaniac.
And and then her boyfriend come looking for her, and then she accused him of taking her to his room, and he wound up getting. And this happened in Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
Oh, that kind of case.
Right, you catch it.
Yeah, we thought you meant
like burning urination.
Well, that too.
Herpes and everything. Oh, God.
Oh, you'll catch that too.
Yeah.
But, I mean, at the end of the day, you want to be careful when you're out there, and I mean, not to walk around with a stack of, NDAs in your pocket or nothing, but, but you can get caught up that way though too.
Without a doubt.
Are there venues that kind of hook you up with the ladies?
Oh, yeah. But not the venue itself, but you got bartenders and stuff like that. Be like, so man, if I
the club owner maybe,
right? The booker,
yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, but at the end of the day, no, you do. I mean, it's like your dressing room, and it's the same thing. I mean, it's not just sex, but it's drugs, and it's what I mean. And
sure.
You got to be pretty confident in yourself to know that you don't need that to perform. Or you don't need that to be happy, or you don't need that to complete you.
All right.
And I was never that type of entertainer, period. I was not that type of comic when I came up. I just wanted to come in, do what I was supposed to do.
You must have a lot of self-control, a lot of a willpower.
100%.
I bet your sisters, they beat
9 older sisters.
They beat that into it.
And I tell people that all the time. I think about my sisters all the time when you're out on the road and how you treat women, and how you talk to them, and how you respect them.
Good for you. 9 older sisters.
9 older sisters. And a mother.
How did you survive,
brother?
Physically,
brother.
All right.
You never peed indoors, did you?
Never did. No, 48 minutes max. 18 years. 48 minutes. That's all the time I had in the bathroom. 48 minutes in 18 years.
It makes sense that the stand-up comedy world would be a sexually charged environment for all the reasons that we already discussed. A question came up on that soulless, evil social media. What non-sex occupations have the freakiest employees? Text us with your thoughts, 651-989-9393. What non-sexual occupations have the freakiest employees?
I can tell you in my experience, working in a restaurant.
Yep.
Let's see if that landed in here, Summers.
Or plays and musicals, live theater,
sure.
that kind of thing.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Food service industry, Cubby, is right here. And you said what?
And then any live performance of plays, musicals, theater. Yeah,
theater. Isn't your mother involved in community theater?
No. My dad was.
Your dad was?
Yeah, he was a little bit when he got older.
All right.
Wow.
In high school, I remember they were all. I mean, there was this one time at band camp, for example. In high school, they were all hooking up.
Right.
See, I never
all
heard
the
those.
Theater kids.
I never heard those stories at my high school. The theater kids at my high school were kind of the parade of virgins.
I was a theater major, St. Cloud State.
Okay, well, once you get to college, of course, all bets are off, I think, right? But high school.
Definitely.
High school, I never heard one. I guess maybe it depends. Maybe it has something to do with Josh going to a Catholic school. I don't know. But we're talking about occupations here. Non-sexual occupations. Which of them have the freakiest employees? Tattoo artists.
Oh, I bet.
Mm-hmm. A lot of naked bodies.
Absolutely.
Very open people.
Open-minded, adventurous people.
Number one via text so far, nurses.
Okay.
As this person says, every nurse ever. Yeah, healthcare, nurses. A lot of that kind of stuff.
Here's what folks had to say specifically about, and yes, I believe the nursing industry does come up. Here's what folks in this particular article had to say about tattoo artists. They're either philosophers with a needle or total chaos in human form. There's no in between.
I love
It's dramatic.
Would that make sense? See, I wouldn't know. I've only known one tattoo artist in my life, and I never knew him terribly well.
Yeah, same here.
So you don't exactly know if they're
No,
okay.
not too sure.
I do get the philosopher thing from a couple tattoo artists I know. They're all very bright and very kind of deep thinkers, and they like to get into that sort of thing.
Okay.
And they will talk you out of a tattoo. if you're getting something and then they think they look at you and go,
They're not going to put their name on that.
Right.
They will, huh?
I'm not going to put this tattoo on you because that's on me.
Well, that's good to know.
Right. Sometimes it was, yeah.
Here's a statement. It took me I'll get there. It took me dating 6 different hairdressers to realize they were all crazy.
Yep. Dated one
Jeez,
of them.
dude. You really wanted to make sure. Real bad.
He kept going investigating.
Well, you got to be sure.
So hairdressers, I guess, have that freaky image.
Boy, I don't know. The couple I know are. Oh, I take that back. But one of them, much later in life, went a little goofy. Okay, I take that back.
I've known 2 hairdressers in my lifetime and known them very well. And yes, I would confirm that they were quite experienced, aggressive, confident people.
Yeah.
The crew of a cruise ship.
Yeah, I can see that. My wife watches that Below Deck show, and I catch a little bit here and there, and they definitely look like they're all hooking up and they're all looking to party.
Yep.
Well, you sign up for a gig. Usually, if you're going to be working for a cruise ship, you're between 18 and 30, right? You're traveling sunny destinations, bikinis.
Yeah.
You're doing it probably temporarily. You're not too worried about your future as a cruise ship host or whatever. You're just doing it for the fun and the travel.
Yeah.
Well, you're gone for 6 to 8, sometimes months before you
really.
Yeah,
oh yeah, I was.
And you're all together.
I performed on a cruise
Sounds
ship,
sweet.
so I mean, you're gone.
Months, 6, 8 months.
I should have done that.
Yeah, you do 6 months, and
you're going to get to know everybody on that boat.
That's the thing.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was that long of a poke.
Yeah. And you can go to a different ship, and that's the same energy.
We're discussing what non-sexual occupations have the freakiest employees, and I think most folks know what we mean by freakiest.
And may I say, you're in international water, so it doesn't even count.
No laws, no rules. Actors is next on the list. And this individual goes on to say, I don't mean movie stars and A-listers. I mean the people who you'll never know by name. Working actors are still just horny theater kids with SAG cards.
Yeah, I mean, they mention theater in here. Yeah, the regional theater they bring up. I'm telling you, they get freaky. Somebody else brought up people who work in gyms.
Yeah.
And that makes
Trainers.
sense. Everybody's in great shape.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Bunch of testosterone built up.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of those trainers, man.
They're covered in baby oil and Ben Gay.
We're going to work on your glutes today. So right here is what I'm telling you. This is the part you want to, just so you know, I'm going to put my hand right here. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm. Oh, God. Next on the list, the carnival.
I don't like that.
I want that reality show.
I mean, there's a theme, right? I mean, you're traveling with the same group of people.
Yes.
There's downtime.
Yes.
You're going to socialize, maybe have a couple of drinks and go for it.
Yeah, but you're
sketchy.
carnies.
I've heard stories about the carnival. It's just I've heard stories where it's just a pile of human flesh. And no one really cares to determine who's connected to who.
Gross.
A few people are texting in flight attendants. I knew one. I used to pet sit for one when I was in high school, and she would tell me some stories.
What did she do?
She was a flight attendant.
No, I mean, what did she do? She hooked up with...
Oh, no, she would just tell me stories about, like, because she was based in Hawaii a lot of the times, and that's where she was from, so she'd fly from Minnesota all the way to Hawaii. And she would say when she was younger, when I knew her, so I was maybe 15, and she was in her 40s. But she would talk about some of her coworkers because they'd have like a place they all rented together, and they just party constantly when they weren't on flights.
C. Willie Miles is here. World-class entertainer C. Willie Miles is here, and we've been discussing what occupations have the most sexually charged employees. Now, it has to be a non-sexual, of course, you could say porn star, stripper. We're talking about a non-sexual job that has the most sexually charged employees, otherwise known as freaks. And we've covered a little bit of everything so far. Tattoo artists, hairdressers, the goofballs who run around your cruise ship, the carnival, oh my God, air travel, theater, the food industry, nurses and doctors.
What about salespeople?
Absolutely.
You know what, Josh? I'll read you what was included in this article on salespeople, because they were included in this report on freaky type of people. It says, in all my years working in sales, it's full-on, hyper-motivated, hyper-aggressive, horny as hell men and women. Everybody is doing drugs and banging and stressed to the gills.
That sounds accurate.
Wow, that tracks.
It's accurate. It was accurate around here 15, 20, 25 years ago.
Yeah, late 90s, early 2000s, it was wild.
Our sales department smelled like booze. Everyone was dressed. Everyone was dressed like they were going out that night to have sex with a complete stranger. It was really a weird vibe.
What's that outfit look like?
Some people had
some with a complete stranger. What do you wear to that?
Very. A lot of the folks dressed like they were at a singles bar.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And some of them had nicknames that were very suggestive at just what they would do to get that sale.
Sell, baby.
There was
always
of
be
that.
selling.
And then, like the ones that are traveling, kind of the same thing.
Right.
They're out there doing what they do. Yeah, it was insane around here for a while.
It was.
And I would say also throw the same into like sales, retail.
Okay.
Retail. Because I worked at the hotel in St. Cloud.
Well, you're working at a hotel.
I was working at a hotel in St. Cloud, but across the street from the mall.
Oh.
And at 9 o'clock, baby, when the mall closed, the bar was hopping.
There was a bar in the hotel.
The bar at the hotel.
That changes everything when there's a bar in the hotel.
And it didn't help that the bar name was the Why Not Lounge.
Oh. I'll tell you
Nice
why
name.
not. I can't
Why
come up
not
with one reason why not.
That's perfect.
As we're going through all these jobs
Why not?
with amorous people, a texter here says,
Amorous
well, if my full-time gig doesn't work out, I'm getting some ideas on where to work next.
All right, a lot of folks have been texting in. A lot of listeners have been texting in with their take on the occupations, non-sexual occupations with the most sexually charged crowd, otherwise known as freaks. Baudette Fishing Guide Jesus texted in to say, well, they're definitely not freaks in the fishing guide industry. Sad face.
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe you could get it started.
People are saying, are radio DJs the least freakiest people? No, actually. No. When we were young, we were quite disgusting.
It depends on the age, yeah.
Right.
When we were young, we were quite repulsive, and I would define this building as freaky.
Ew.
Right.
Back in the see, Willie's worked in radio before.
Absolutely. When you know better, you do better.
Some of you guys tell me, some of these, I don't know if they're being serious. Trade workers? What, a couple guys, trade workers? They're getting freaky with each other on the...
I guess.
A couple guys get out a ruler? What happens when the trade workers are... I thought this was just in the movies. Summer camp counselors.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's real.
Yeah, definitely.
You went to summer camp.
Well, I went to one overnight camp.
Oh,
it was just
overnight,
one night. It was just one night. Yeah, I had a buddy who did that every year for that reason.
He was a camp counselor.
Yeah, he was a camp counselor, and he did with the other camp counselors. There was a couple like regulars where he's like, "Oh, I'm looking forward to seeing her again."
Oh, my gosh. I always wanted to do that. Not for that reason, but I always wanted to be a camp counselor. I don't know why.
Oh,
it just seemed like such a good time.
Well, you just kind of boss some kids around, smoke some joints, and sit around a campfire drinking beer.
The
movies made it sound cool.
He became an Eagle Scout just so he'd be qualified for this particular camp
Good
because
for
he wanted to
him.
meet ladies.
Now that I think about it, Josh, I used to go to a soccer camp every summer, a week-long overnight soccer camp. And the counselors were all the college kids that played on the teams. And I remember they did not care what the hell we did at night because they were off doing whatever the hell they wanted to do.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
This is funny. Someone texted in, the pool cleaner. Well, some of these, I'm wondering, you guys tell me, teachers, really?
Oh,
Yeah,
I'll tell you.
Definitely. Yep.
Yeah.
Teachers that I know they're definitely not freaks.
There's a guy, a buddy of mine's friend who I'm familiar with. He started dating. He met a kindergarten teacher at a bar.
Those are the best.
And some of the stories he did, dude, there's no way I could keep up with this woman. I mean, there's citrus involved. There's so many weird things going on in the bedroom. I can't even imagine.
Doesn't it stand to reason if you're the kindergarten teacher, you're probably about 23?
Yeah.
I mean, not when I grew up. Our kindergarten teachers were friggin' ancient. But nowadays, isn't it usually younger?
Yeah, that's true.
Therapists?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe.
All therapists have their own therapist because they have issues too.
Well, it takes one to know one is what they say.
Trading card and comic book shop workers?
No.
I'm reading texts from people. I don't know these things.
Casino workers, someone says. I could see that.
Obviously, the music industry. This is an interesting one. It says here, as far as freaks and what they do for a living. Never date a girl who works behind the counter of a pet store.
Wow.
She will F your life up faster than 12 nurses and 6 hairdressers combined.
I'll take your word for it.
That's funny. I dated a girl that worked as a receptionist at an auto shop, and she was pretty wild. Oh, actually.
How wild?
Pretty wild. I mean, you dated her best friend. That's who it was.
Oh. Yes, they were wild.
both of those together? Ooh, wow.
They were best friends, and we were best friends.
Yep.
We should have swapped.
I never even thought of that.
We should have swapped.
Never occurred to me.
Thanks, C. Willie Miles.
My friends, thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it. Always nice sitting in with you cats.
And we're envious of your current lifestyle. You haven't done a damn thing.
Hey, you got to take time off after you come off a tour.
I'm not
getting ready to go. I'm back out there again.
I'm envious and complimentary.
I go back to work June 4th.
We're looking forward to hearing about that next time you pop. Hopefully you'll have a chance to pop by again before that gig.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I'll be in next Tuesday. You know why?
Well, we're out next week.
You're good because it's my birthday.
Oh!
We're celebrating
happy
all
early
week.
birthday.
Absolutely.
Well, celebrate the following week, C. Willie Miles.
Absolutely,
because
man.
We're sitting around doing nothing. Thank you.
Absolutely not.
Idly ho, neighborinos.
93X
Half-assed morning show.
Ashley had to dump this on me. Okay. The grossest but most adorable, I disagree with that part, couple habits. And we probably all know a couple or two who are they're just too comfortable. They're too comfortable. In my opinion, you still got to keep some of what every human does. Bodily functions and such. Sure, we all do it. You still got to keep that away. That still has to be a private thing.
For me, I mean, people...
For Christ's sake.
Whatever makes you happy in your relationship, fine.
No, I go against that. Don't give me that whatever makes you happy in your relationship crap.
I keep my eye on my own bobber, as Ashley taught me once, that phrase. And so I...
Yeah, she's one to talk.
That's true.
She's got her eye on everybody's bobber.
She taught me that phrase, but yeah, she doesn't live by it. But I believe it's fine to have a little bit of mystery in your marriage.
Yes, leave some mystery.
That's how I like to do it.
I don't need to know how you take a dump.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
For God's sake.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, like even sometimes my wife, I don't know if I'd call it dirty talk, but kind of is too clinical. And I had to say, the other day, by the other day, I mean many years ago, you got to work on that a little bit. It kind of kills it.
Whose dirty talk was this?
Like my wife, sometimes it'll be too clinical, like, too scientific.
She says penis and vagina?
Something like that.
That's not the way you dirty talk. No. You use the words that you see in the magazines.
Yeah,
on the videos. You don't say vaginal area and... Anyway.
There's something I wish I could, I don't think I could say it without getting in trouble, but yeah, sometimes it's just such a mood killer, it's crazy.
So you had to tell her, you had to say, look, I mean, you're not teaching a health class, throw a little vulgarity into
this. She can, but yeah, there's sometimes, it kills everything.
She didn't get it at first, that's fine. You got to start somewhere. All right, here are these gross, but some would say adorable couple habits. This stuff, it turns my stomach. Starting with pimple-popping sessions, absolutely out of the question, no.
My wife used to assault me with that, where she'd sneak up and just go for it. I requested that she stops.
No, why?
Some people love it. Ashley, aren't you someone that loves it?
Yeah.
Yes, you love doing it or receiving or...
Doing it. No, I don't want somebody to do it to me.
God.
I'm self-conscious about anything like that, so no, stay away from me.
It's terrible and it's wrong.
Going back real quick to the bowl semen.
Yeah.
Jenna Tulls, Jesus said, wait, you guys are getting energy drinks in your cans of bull semen? No, you got it the opposite way, man. It's the complete opposite way.
You thought there was bull semen in your energy drink.
Yeah, no, it's opposite.
Yeah. Using each other's deodorant. Okay, it's not gross. I suppose it is sort of gross, armpit juice getting on each other. I don't know.
I did that this morning.
That one doesn't really, that could have been left off this article because so much of the rest of it is terrible.
I always wanted to try Secret back in the day. Remember the commercials, strong enough for a man but made for a woman? That kind of thing?
That's what Dana uses. That's why I call him bitch pits in my phone.
Oh.
We had a listener text in and call him that.
I forgot. He said he uses women's deodorant because it's don't tell me less abrasive on his skin or something like that.
Yep.
More. Okay. That could have been left out of this. It doesn't belong with the others because some of these other gross habits that couples have that some would call adorable, doing sniff tests on your partner, sniffing their pits and whatnot to see if they're, yuck.
Oh, yeah, I've definitely done that. Like, hey, do I smell weird?
And then you ask your significant other to smell under your arm?
Yeah.
Are you cool with an answer that is unflattering?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, why can't
I want to know the truth.
What's your face busy doing? You can't put your own face into your armpit.
Because I might not be able to, because I've been around it, I might not be able to.
You're nose blind.
Yeah.
That's what they call that.
Burping and farting competitions.
That's a big no.
Competitions.
That's a huge
competitions,
no.
Yeah.
So far, boys, I'm 0-100 against the wife.
I can't.
She's a real champ.
I can't seem to get a win against the wife. I used to dominate you boys back in our college days, but ever since I married this gal, I can't win one farting competition.
Oh.
The bathroom door's always open. Oh, we're totally comfortable with each other. We leave the bathroom door open.
I never shut the door. Not that often when I pee.
I close it no matter what's going on in there.
It's actually, we have fun with that because, like yesterday, he was downstairs doing laundry and he came upstairs to put it away, and he walks past the bathroom and I don't even have the light on and I'm just in there peeing. And he goes, "Oh, look at that!" So he likes it, I think.
Well, eating off of each other's fingers.
Like, yeah, I don't really like
she's
doing
got
that.
a little cake on her finger, and boom, I'm going to have some of that. Gross. Wiping each other's noses. You're not my child. You're my significant other. I'm not wiping your nose.
Yeah, unless I'm on my deathbed, then yeah,
right.
Go ahead.
Right. If you're unable to move, then maybe I'll wipe your damn nose.
Yeah, I don't know if I could ever get that comfortable with any individual.
No. Here are the rest that aren't so brutally offensive and disgusting. Someone eating off your plate. Well, maybe not someone. We're specifically talking about your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife kind of a thing.
That's not gross.
You bit into the sandwich. You don't want the rest of it. She finishes it. I've done that before, but I wouldn't. I've been pretty hungry. I'll tell you that. I've been pretty hungry.
I wouldn't use her utensils. I don't think.
Oh yeah,
that would kind of gross me out.
That's not right. That's not mentioned in here. But that's all. That should be in here instead of the deodorant thing. Yeah, using someone else's fork.
That's so funny. I don't even think about that when I do it.
Yeah. Stealing their socks or wearing their socks. I don't get why that's in here.
Well, because it's even if they're dirty, so you would take their socks off of their feet. This one really grosses me out.
Oh, I didn't catch that. Yeah, I'm not putting on your dirty socks.
No.
Well, who does that?
That's so gross.
I'm trying to think of a situation where I would need to have that happen.
Well, actually, this came up at Dana's wedding. I was wearing heels, and I hate being the person that takes their heels off to dance, but my gosh, my feet killed. And so I did, and my fiance offered me his socks. And I was like, no.
Oh, he did. I'm sorry, I missed that the first time around. Yeah, and Josh, good question. Give me a situation where I'm going to need to remove my wife's socks and put them on my feet. Maybe if we just lived through a plane crash or something and we're stranded inside the fuselage or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never heard anybody say, I got these emergency socks just in case.
Face licking and weird kisses are also mentioned in this article about the grossest but most adorable couple habits. Face licking and weird kisses.
Like Spider-Man kisses, butterfly kisses.
Oh, I don't know. What's a
Spider-Man
kiss?
Upside down kiss.
Oh, that cut from the movie?
Yep.
Okay.
Butterfly kisses? What's that?
With your eyelashes.
Oh, I've never done that.
Have you seen that? I've seen that before.
No, that sounds like something you'd do if you were a fourth grader.
Well, I was going to mention, I've seen it, a mom do that to her little kid just to be funny.
If there's face licking and weird kisses going on, we're having sex at that time, okay? Baby talk and weird voices that you use with each other. I don't know that. I don't play that game.
You haven't done that.
Cleaning up, wiping the food off each other's faces.
You got
a little whipped cream there on the side. Let me take care. Again, that's something that your mother does when you're a child. You don't do that to other grown people.
Yeah, usually that's after I've told him 3 times. No, it's right there. It's right there. I'll just get it. Gosh.
With your bare hand?
Yeah, I don't care.
Oh. What if you get some of their saliva on your hand? Ooh, saliva.
Oh, yeah. My wife will wipe dog boogers off the dogs with just her bare hand.
Oh, yeah, same here.
And then 10 minutes later, she'll be touching your face.
Yeah, now I'll put on gloves, a whole hazmat suit, got to get a couple of Kleenexes to take those out. I can't just touch them like that.
Couples should keep their hands to themselves.
I usually just wipe their eye boogers into their fur. So then I don't see where it ends up.
Stop it with the eye boogers.
That's kind of what my wife does.
Yeah. But if it stays on my hand, I start to freak out. It grosses me out.
93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
Put it in reverse, Terry. Put it in reverse.
93X rocks.
Oh, Lord, please.
93X.
Hey, Cubby.
Yes.
I saw some information about how the women, they can't get enough of guys like you and me. And some of you might be saying, what do you mean guys like you and Josh? You mean like tall guys? No, it's not our height. It's not our height that the women love. Some of you might be saying, what do you mean? Wildly successful and influential on-air broadcasters? No, it's not our on-air success and influence that they love. Not that it hurts at all. It's our bald skulls, bruh.
I could tell you this. My wife is into two types of guys, one of them being bald. She prefers a bald gentleman.
Is this just a morale booster?
It could be.
That somebody makes up every 4 or 5 months? You know what I'm saying? Is this fake? Is this a morale booster for the bald fellas? Because every few months, some kind of article falls into our lap saying that women cannot wait to fold a bald man.
I've heard women say it, but it could be a morale booster.
Okay.
What demographic of women?
All of them.
The ones that are female.
I wasn't sure if it was like what age group.
18. I have an 18 to 80.
Because I've never heard any woman around my age ever say something like that.
That's because you're very mean at your age. More anxiety than Hair Jesus said, I'm listening.
Yeah, even if it is just a morale boost, I'd say you take the win where you can get one.
Along those lines, I had looked up some bald facts, and this is the one that
facts
seemed the most interesting and also not worth it. The best way to avoid going bald is castration before you start losing your hair. I think I'll just go bald.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, well, hey, what are my choices here? Well, you could go bald, and a small segment of women are into that. Or you could just remove your nuts before a single follicle falls out your hair.
The testosterone thing.
Yeah, something about that.
That's drastic. That sounds drastic to me.
I'm not quite that vain. I'll just be bald. Yeah, but my wife says she's into that, and that's the only woman I need to impress.
Was there evidence before you that leads you to believe she was into bald guys?
No, none whatsoever. You're asking in her dating history were there bald guys?
Yeah.
No.
No. Okay. Sorry for asking that question.
She settled.
You know, it's kind of the same song and dance that you've heard before. And like I said, one of these bald dude morale boosters comes this way. Falls into our laps every few months. A new survey by folks who go by the name of illicitencounters.com. That sounds familiar. Have we, Josh, set up one-nighters with these people before?
No, I've never been on that before. I think we've heard of it.
They found that 40% of all women from the age of 18 to 111 found that 40% of women consider baldness on a man very, very sexy.
You seem disgusted by this, Ashley, so you disagree?
I do. Yeah, no, I very much like a full head of hair. Thick hair.
Now, what happens?
You're not a woman.
Yeah, I thought you were a woman.
At least not between the ages of 18 and 111.
You're not a woman. Call yourself a woman.
Yeah, that's something I've even looked at because I think they claim it's your mother's side that you have to look at when it comes to balding, and that's something I definitely check out when I'm starting to get serious with a guy.
Oh, it means that much to you?
I guess, I'd prefer them to have hair longer than not.
So you'll look at the maternal grandfather, and if he's bald, you think, I don't know if this is going to last.
I'm like, all right. It's better because I mentally prepare myself for that. All right, there's going to be a time where he loses his hair. You're going to have to just accept that now.
My dad had hair up until when he passed. He had a full head of hair his entire life.
Yeah, but
no bald spot, nothing.
You're going to look terrible too at that point, actually. So
Hopefully, I still have my hair.
you both look terrible. That's the beauty of, if there is any beauty at all in a long-term monogamous relationship. I don't know that there is yet. I'll find out. If there is any magic or beauty of getting yourself wound up in a long-term monogamous relationship, is that by the end, you both just look like garbage, and then it doesn't matter. You both look like separate piles of garbage is what you look like.
I do think it depends on their age, because there's some actors, I can't think of their names off the top of my head, of course, but where they're bald and then they're also like tatted up. They're a little bit younger, so like
they look cool.
20s or 30s, and like that looks good. I'm a fan of that.
There's something cool about a young man who's bald and covered in tattoos, is what you're saying?
Maybe it's because it's not like they're not hanging on to anything anymore. Like they want to be bald.
See, here's the thing. We're focusing too much on the look. You're saying, well, I like a full head of hairdo on a guy. But there are some guys who wear it well because then they match it up with tattoo. It's not the look that all women 18 to 111 are attracted to. It's that we bald guys are confident.
Oh,
and
hell
boy,
yeah.
Doesn't that spell out cubby right there.
Yeah. I'm the definition of that.
We can explain this joke in a couple of months. But confidence level, Nick, 100%. Josh, 0%.
That will make sense in a couple months. Chaos Coordinator Sheezes totally agrees with you, Ashley. Bald and tattoos.
I just like that Ashley has scouted out family trees before, like dating a guy. Hey, do you got a picture of your mom's great-grandpa by chance?
Oh, 100%.
It's our confidence, cubby.
I'm not fat. I'm aerodynamic, Jesus said. When will it be portly exhausted with average phallus trend? That's what he's waiting for.
Yeah, we don't get those articles yet. We haven't gotten the article yet, sorry, that mentions women's unbridled attraction to that look. But we do get a lot of bald stories, articles on women loving bald men. Dana, what the hell were you thinking stitching that horsehair into your skull a few months ago?
Maybe I shouldn't have. No, I'm really glad I did. Sorry, guys.
Classic Country Jesus said, in my 16-plus years of shaving my head, no one has complimented my baldness other than other bald guys. I get comments on being bald at times that I can tell are veiled insults a little bit.
Well, yeah, there's always going to be the dudes who go for the easy joke.
Remember the guy
bald jokes don't affect me because that's the lowest hanging fruit possible. You have very, very limited creativity if your only shot you can take at a person is their hairdo.
Do you remember we were at a bar once and you took your hat off and some guy let you know you were bald?
Yeah.
You snapped at him? That was pretty good.
Yeah.
As if you had no idea.
Right. That bit is so tired. It's so easy. It's the confidence thing that the ladies love. Many women associate baldness with confidence and self-assurance.
Let me ask you guys this. Do bald guys kind of give each other like the respect nod when you see a fellow bald guy, kind of like plow drivers might, kind of give a nod to a fellow plow driver out on the roads?
No, this isn't an episode of The Family Guy. No.
This isn't Curb Your Enthusiasm. Yeah, no, we don't have any.
There's no secret handshake or anything?
You were a bald guy up until like 15 minutes ago. You should know this.
Yeah, it was getting dicey there for a bit.
I love how you've all of a sudden you're of a different class.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
I don't associate myself with you people. You tell me what it's like to live that lifestyle, because I have no idea.
You are a bald guy. You're just a bald guy that's had a procedure. Embracing a bald look can signify our maturity and reliability. Ooh, and the ladies love it.
This is the comment I get. And there's one guy in this building that does it quite often. Wow, you really keep it tight, don't you? That type of thing, as if you should let it grow out. I got a couple people that say that.
Yeah, I've never.
Quite often.
I don't listen to them because it's always so.
Yeah, that doesn't feel like a compliment at all.
It's always so lame.
No, it's not a compliment. It's a
yeah,
what
that
are you
seems
doing?
Weird. Yeah, I don't like that.
Just an awkward attempt to start conversation.
Mean.
Ladies say that men who try to hide their baldness seem weak and insecure.
Yeah, there's definitely something to that.
Also,
hat
Josh,
fishing. People talk about hat fishing. I just like wearing them. I have my entire life.
Fishing?
Where hat fishing is where a guy would wear a hat and people think it's just to cover up the fact they're bald, like to surprise folks. Like dating profiles specifically, people joke that you're being hat fished.
Yeah, that happened to me once. I was not a fan of that situation.
I've been a hat person my whole life.
Me too.
And some of you might say, well, that's why you went bald. That's not why anyone has ever gone bald.
No, that's been debunked.
We talked to a hair restoration guy that said that's BS.
Yeah, it is. I've always loved to wear a lid. As a matter of fact, my junior high did not allow hats. And interestingly, sadly maybe, I remember a couple of weeks before high school started, we're sitting around a buddy's backyard drinking beer, me and some pals, and we were all talking about, hey, we're only a couple of weeks away from high school, and talking about all the cool things that were to come. All the girls from the opposite junior highs were all going to be in one spot, and everyone's going to start driving, and there's going to be keg parties. And one of us said, dude, we can wear hats to school. How stupid. But
it was a big deal.
I was excited about it. I was excited about it. What else are they saying? Now, Cubby, keep this in mind, and other bald fellers out there. A key to the bald look, these are the ladies talking now, is well-maintained facial hair matched up with your bald skull. That adds to the sexiness, they say. A well-maintained beard goes a long way to making the bald look off the charts hot to the foxy ladies.
Well, I've mentioned many times my wife hates my face. When I shave it all the way down, doesn't like it whatsoever. She prefers it to be covered up with some sort of facial hair.
Bald pimps are perceived to be dominant, confident, and masculine. Oh, man, another win for me and Josh.
I'm happy for you guys.
How are two guys so lucky?
I don't know. And, we were just talking about the hat thing. This is, go ahead. Tell me where you go with this. Tell me how you feel about this. Dudes who still wear their hat backwards. There are some, how do I want to say this? Guys who still rock their hat backwards aren't just going for a certain look. They're showing you something about who they are. It's not just a style. Now, I'll tell you what I have in front of me, and then I'll take it in a certain direction. So guys who still wear their hat backwards aren't just going for a certain look. They're showing you something about who they are. It's not just a style. New research shows that a guy wearing his hat backwards is displaying these three personality traits. Authentic self-expression, a nonconformist attitude. Oh, God, look out, right?
Oh, bad boy.
That means you're not afraid
to
go there.
You're not afraid to go there. And the third personality trait that a guy with a backwards hat is displaying, youthful energy / rebellion. Now, I don't represent any of those three things when I wear my hat backwards. If you see me with my hat on backwards, it's because I have an enormous oversized skull, and wearing a hat backwards sometimes feels more comfortable than forwards.
I totally agree. I think there's some frontwards hats and some that just work better backwards.
Right.
I love a backwards hat on a guy, especially when they're in the middle of doing something and they have to focus, so they like flip their hat backwards. Yeah, that's the good stuff right there.
Sure.
I like wearing it backwards just for that reason. Where some of them they're more comfortable or look better backwards. I mentioned, I think, this to you guys. When I went to Boston, I believe when they hand you a hat, they tell you you can't wear it forward.
Oh, yeah.
There were so many backward hats. It was crazy.
I can see that.
But, I suppose maybe there are some dudes out there who display these three personality traits who wear their hat backwards for a reason. I've never worn it for any other reason other than what I already explained. I have a fat noggin.
Up at the crack of dawn, Jesus doesn't agree. He said guys who wear their hat backwards are showing something. They're showing that they peaked in high school.
Oh, wow.
Oh, those,
you don't look good in a backwards hat, do you?
There's definitely
That guy?
those out
Yeah.
there. I hear what you're saying.
There are some people who really react to a backwards hat. I've been
Like you're fronting of some.
right. I've been experiencing that since I was a young kid. You know,
It's so hot.
it enrages some of the older guys. I mean, I've come nose to nose and almost been in a fight with an elderly guy at my neighborhood bar years ago because he just wet his pants when I spun my hat backwards sitting next to him at the bar, where I had to turn to this old timer and say, how far do you want to take this? I mean, he just turned red.
Weird.
And I couldn't believe it. I said, what is your friggin' problem?
Right.
To where here's me, at the time I was 43 years old or something, and here's this guy who's 80 or whatever, and another man who was 70-something had to get in between us. And I said, I'm not afraid to knock an 80-year-old out.
Good for you. That is so weird.
It was bizarre. It was truly bizarre.
Fitted hats I wear backwards. Usually that's kind of how I do it.
Yeah, they look great backwards. But growing up, I knew better than to ever wear a backwards hat around my grandpa. Oh, I would have had hell to pay back.
Yeah. Some of the older cats, they've got some real serious vibes about that. See, the fitted hat I can't do anymore because, again, with the big, fat, oversized cranium, I stretch them out. Just having it on my head for 2-3 times a week for 6-8 months, my skull stretches them out, and then they're too big, and then I got to throw them away.
And I have a hard time finding a fitted hat in my size sometimes because I'm like you, Nick. I have a big, fat, stupid, ugly head. And I remember one time in high school, a buddy of mine was going to the mall, and I said, hey, will you grab me that Twins hat that I had my eye on? I'll pay you back for it. And he just goes, no, I'd be too embarrassed to ask for your size, Dane. I'm not doing that. Okay, thank you.
This person wears their hat backwards by habit, keeping it backwards on a motorcycle. Sure.
Motorcycle.
Oh, that's a good look.
This is silly right here. This article about backwards hats says the backwards hat look was popularized by guys like Will Smith, Ken Griffey Jr., and Tupac Shakur. What are you, stupid?
Oh, for my age group, absolutely.
But backwards hats were a thing way before Will Smith, Ken Griffey Jr., and Tupac Shakur. You're giving these guys too much damn credit.
That's the whole reason I started wearing backwards hats. You saw Ken Griffey Jr. out there in the outfield with his hat on backwards during BP, and that was just such a cool look.
I was wearing a backwards hat when Ken Griffey Jr. was a wrinkle in the sheets. A lot of us were.
He was born in 1969.
Yeah, he was.
You were born in 1960.
Prove it.
There you go.
Elementary school custodian Jesus said, my hair is just so full and perfect. Hats don't fit or work for me. You don't want to cover that up.
There's something to that. There's some guys that, they cannot wear it.
It's too perfect?
Too thick of hair.
Oh,
it just
gotcha.
looks silly.
Oh, I got the one friend who has his thoughts on, everything that everyone ever does. What you wear, what you say, what you do for a living. He's got his opinion on all of it, right? One night at the bar, we're playing pool. Guy about 60 years old has got a hat on backwards. We're playing pool against him. And my buddy, just because he can't keep his mouth shut, he says, no guy over 35 should ever wear his hat backwards. Says this to this complete stranger, 60-year-old man who's got his hat on backwards. And the older guy's like, well, who the hell made you the boss of friggin' fashion here at the YZ Legion? 2 weeks later, my buddy's sitting at the bar having breakfast with his hat on backwards.
Of course.
I said, you're a hypocritical prick.
What about flat-brimmed hats? Your thoughts?
They look silly.
Yeah, that's a no.
I was never into that trend.
Yeah, they look silly.
Also, leaving the sticker on the hat, I hate that look.
I don't see that as much.
Yeah, I feel like that one's cooled down. I think people realize the mistakes of their ways.
I kind of see that at baseball games, I think, is where I see that the most.
The sticker on the hat
Yeah,
still?
for a while, it seemed like everybody had that.
I had a buddy, speaking of good hair and hats, he had a good head of hair. He kind of had that hockey hair thing going on, and he'd have his hat, and his hair would just curl up, over the, underneath the hat, and look so cool. And we were always impressed with it. And then one day, his dad let us in on the fact that he used a curling iron to make that look happen every morning before school.
That was popular for a while.
And we just roasted the dude. His dad just goes, yeah, it's because you used your sister's curling iron to make it look like that every morning. Just called him out.
I never used a curling iron. Even when the curled hair was cool back in the day.
It's dangerous. Be careful.
Oh,
Curling iron.
I've touched one of those not realizing it was hot. Very ouchy.
You never used a curling iron, huh?
No.
No, God, why would you? I've never heard of a guy using a curling iron.
Oh, there was guys that used that for sure in middle school.
Really?
Just like what Dana said, they curled it in the back because they wanted the curls back.
Oh, for Christ's sake, I never in a million years would have assumed that a guy was at home using a curling iron on his hairdo. I mean, unless you're in a world famous rock band or something.
Sure.
I never would have considered such a thing. But I did have a couple of my friends when we were in grade school get perms.
Oh, I had a friend that got a perm one. That was a huge mistake.
The tight little curls, tight little.
Yep.
When 80, 82, 83, that became popular real quick. Two of my best friends had their hair permed. One of them wore it really well. I actually thought, wow, that looks cool. The other guy didn't. It was far from cool.
Yeah, the girl I knew that got it done.
But they went for it. They went for it.
It didn't look great, and so then she tried to straighten it, and it was awful. Never do that.
Quite a people think putting your hat on backwards makes you look like a douchebag.
I don't care.
I think it's just because those people can't rock it.
That's ridiculous.
At times it's more comfortable or whatever
it's
you're
ridiculous. You're simply putting a hat on backwards. How much of an effect could that have on anybody?
I didn't know it was that divisive.
Don't care.
Yeah,
don't care.
I thought most people didn't care.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't, for Christ's sake.
Did you ever try and put it on sideways or anything like that back when that was
Lord
thing for a couple of seconds?
Flavor Flav or something? Well, no.
I never tried that.
No, I mean.
I rarely put my hood up, but it was chilly outside, and I put my hood up. This was a couple of years ago, and people were commenting on it, like, well, why are you so nefarious? Why do you look like you're about
people
to...
People have their ideas of, Jesus balls. It's so silly, If my hood is up, it's because I'm cold.
I know.
But everyone has these ideas that you're trying to send some message. For God's sake, I've never been that kind of a guy. Trying to send a message with my appearance, to send some kind of that's bizarre to me.
Here's the theory on backwards hats and what makes you look like a douchebag.
Okay, I can't wait for this.
2 words: Fred Durst. People are saying
he didn't do anything to help the movement.
Ruined backwards hats.
All right. I don't know. I have nothing to do with Fred Durst. So,
always tired Southern Minnesota welder Jesus brings up a good point. It wasn't Tupac or Ken Griffey Jr. It was Stallone and Over the Top that made the backwards hat cool. Because when he turned that hat backwards, he turned into the machine.
Yeah, Lincoln Hawk.
Yeah,
that's where you get your power.
Mm-hmm. That's how you beat a guy in arm wrestling 3 times your size.
If we're going with motion pictures, I'll go even further back than that. Philo Beddoes' brother in the movie Everything, how do you say it again? Every Which Way But Loose. I can't remember his name. Philo. What the hell was Clint Eastwood's character name in Every Which Way But Loose? Fido Beddoe. Who wants to look it up for me? His brother had the backwards trucker hat. Every Which Way But Loose?
Philo Beddoe.
Beddoe. Yeah, Philo is the first name.
Yep.
The orangutan, Clyde, anybody? Every Which Way But Loose?
Haven't seen it.
What?
I was 3 when it came out. And
well, yeah,
it wasn't like on television constantly.
Well, yeah, it was.
Well, not at my house.
Every Which Way But Loose.
Oh, Beverly D'Angelo's in it.
Yes! Josh, it's a Beverly D'Angelo movie.
I like Beverly D'Angelo quite a bit.
First set of boobs I ever saw.
I thought all kids from our age range had to see Every Which Way But Loose.
I mean, you got to keep in mind, I grew up in a household with 4 adult women, and they chose what we were going to watch on television.
Ooh,
a lot of Days of Our Lives, Price is Right, that kind of stuff.
It could be rough.
93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
I could use some poontang myself right now. The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
All right, all you procrastinators, enough is enough. It's November and the you-know-what is about to hit the fan. Time to hit up my friends at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning to get that furnace cranked on and get it winter ready. Dana here. November's also the final tune-up deal of the year at Standard. You can get $20 off your furnace fix when you make an appointment and mention 93X. Yeah, I know we're all hardy Minnesotans around here, and you're probably saving up to buy me a sweet, sweet Christmas gift, but don't roll the dice on your furnace. Time to prep and protect. Book that tune-up today at standardheating.com. That's standardheating.com.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy. Just drop in some details about yourself and see if you're eligible to save money when you bundle your home and auto policies. The process only takes minutes, and it could mean hundreds more in your pocket. Visit Progressive.com after this episode to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
Hey everybody, I'm Michael Strahan, and St. Jude has been close to my heart for many years. Their groundbreaking research is changing how the world treats childhood cancer and has helped push the survival rate in the U.S. from 20% to more than 80%. Please help St. Jude give children the greatest gift, a chance at a lifetime.
This holiday, help St. Jude find more cures for more children. Donate now at musicgives.org.
The Half-Ass Morning Show, 93X.
2,000 people were asked about this. What is the toughest job in America? And here we go. Here come the text messages. The top 10 all involve at least two of these four things. The top 10 all involve at least two of these four things. They're physically, how should I say this? They're physically demanding.
Me and my fiance did some landscaping this past weekend.
Oh, man, see, me too, and I can still feel it.
Yeah, it was probably, like 8 hours both days, maybe a little bit less.
Oh, come on.
On Sunday night when we were all finished, he looked at me and he said, I have so much respect for the people that have to do this stuff every day because I would die.
You know, I loved it. I did that for several years. I really did love it, but I can't, there's no way I could do it anymore.
I bet you were just yoked.
Well, I was at the time, yeah. But
I don't know how you could enjoy that gig at any age.
It was, as much as I'm an avid indoorsman, I did love working outdoors, doing
moving
that job.
rocks and
that I
planting this and raking that. And
I bet you were bronze.
Awful.
The two things. No, I just go from pasty white to burned.
Yeah, he'd be the first bronzed Irishman in the history of mankind.
True. Yeah, Ashley, rock. I hated rock, and digging rock and moving rock. That really sucked, and it was always me, right? I was the newest guy, so I had to do the most of that.
Man, it was probably so hot.
Oh, it got crazy hot.
What about boulder walls? Did you ever do boulder walls?
I loved boulder walls.
Did you? I hated those.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. It was just heavy, and I could, all of a sudden you'd think you had it stacked just right, and then one would fall, and then you're kind of starting over. I found it very frustrating.
I like doing that, but I hated rock, and I hated the days we'd do concrete work because, and that was infrequent. We usually did pavers and stuff like that. But the days we did, everybody hated each other's guts. It brought out the worst in all of us.
Even when I was 18, there wasn't enough money in the world to go out and do that.
I wonder if you'd like it if you did it. I loved mowing lawns. Was one of my all-time favorite jobs.
Oh, that could be fun.
I loved mowing lawns.
Well, sitting on a riding lawnmower, yeah, I'll do that.
We had the push ones.
No, I'll turn that down. I hated that when I was a kid. I hated it as an adult. Push mowers, landscaping. You guys go right ahead. Okay. The top 10 toughest jobs in America all involve at least two of these four things. They're physically demanding. They have long hours. They involve high-stakes decisions. And it says here there's an element of danger. What the hell is danger?
I think that's pronounced danger.
Oh, fair
it's
enough.
A soft G. Yeah.
Do you have one of the toughest jobs in America? Here's the top 10. And here's your chance to be a total dick all day to everyone you encounter if your gig makes this list. Because you're tough, and you can tell people. It's been proven. It's made a list. From 10 to onesies. Number 10, oil worker.
I'll bet.
Yeah.
Looks tough.
Definitely looks difficult in the movies.
Friggin' oil worker. That's how they sound.
Yeah, you got to.
Did you know that?
You do got to respect oil workers because they did save the world in the movie Armageddon by going to space.
Please stop.
If you like oil workers, and why wouldn't you check out Landman on Paramount Plus?
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite shows.
Man, I rooted for that friggin' asteroid during that movie. I wanted that asteroid to crush every one of those pricks. Documentary, sorry. Armageddon was was a documentary, right?
True story, yeah.
Number 9 on the toughest jobs in America list, air traffic controller. Josh, I would fold like a lawn chair.
That I can't imagine the stress. I know my wife, one of her best friends, she's now retired, but she was an air traffic controller. And that job sounded very stressful.
I'd have
And they
those
worked long
airplanes.
hours.
I'd have those airplanes playing bumper planes in no time.
Right.
if you gave me the gig of air traffic controller.
Well, it sounds like you could work in the D.C. area lately, if that's the case.
Is there problems
There's
over there?
a lot of problems over there.
I don't like the sounds of that. Number 8, the 8th toughest gig is a farmer. 7, astronaut.
Oh, what's stressful about that?
Oh, yeah, all you do is you get in front of a green screen and pretend you're in space, right? Pretend you're on the moon.
Stop it.
6 is paramedic.
For sure.
5, cap. 4, doctor. 3, military. 2, construction worker. And according to a recent poll, the toughest job in America is firefighter. So almost all of the village people are represented in this top 10.
Underwater welding should be on that list.
Underwater welding.
Yeah, I've heard.
I've never even heard of it.
I think that's one of the most dangerous jobs you can do. But you do
Well-
get paid pretty decently for risking your life like that.
Is there a big calling for that?
I'm not too
How many
sure.
underwater welding positions are available right now?
I'm not exactly sure, Dana.
That sounds very, very difficult, and I believe it should have made this list. If you're underwater doing anything.
I just watched a movie that was based off of that, and it was really good. It was based off of a true story of an underwater welder that went down there, and you
mean like down under the water?
Yeah, he got knocked unconscious or something like that. He ran out of air.
Is that the one with Woody from Cheers?
Yeah, that is such a good movie. I highly recommend it.
What did he do? He went underwater, he ran out of air, and that's the end of the movie?
No, so he was. Like I said, it was based on a true story. So I believe that he was out of air for something along like 30 minutes. And I won't spoil the end, but they had to go down there and get him. And it seemed very, very tough and stressful.
I don't know.
Were they able to blow up the asteroid, though?
Yeah, in the end, they did.
Okay.
It was good.
I also think maybe, those deep water fishermen, some of those shows, Deadliest Catch and whatever, that looks like it's a pretty tough gig.
Anything on the ocean. Screw that.
Whatever, they're fishing. I've gone fishing.
Remember when...
It's not that difficult. My dad and I went to a little walleye fishing. What's the big deal?
Remember when underwater basket weaving was a big joke back in our day?
I do, yes. I forgot about that.
I remember a jag-off teacher throwing that at us once in a while. Okay, the rest of the top 20 toughest jobs, if you want to keep going, nurse, roofer, electrician, home builder, engineer. There's teacher, as we're celebrating National Teacher Appreciation Day today. Pilot, lawyer, woodworker, and installing drywall. Yeah, those peckerheads are crazy.
Oh, man, just when they do the ceilings and stuff, I bet their shoulders are burning.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even imagine. There's a lot that could be on this list, I think. I don't think this is a bad list, but I think you could add a lot more.
You did say that construction worker, that was harder than being an electrician, right?
Well, according to this poll.
All right, I just wanted to make that clear for the audience.
As in, you agree?
That'll be fun. That'll be fun on the job sites today.
Oh, I'll tell you what. One of my best friends, he's a electrical contractor, right? He owns a company where he's an electrician, and they get so much crap. Now he's got a great attitude about it, but they get a lot of crap.
Sparkies.
Yeah, they hear that a lot.
You're right, Josh. There are plenty of gigs that could also have fallen into this list of the toughest jobs in America. There's only room for 20 here. Here's a text message from Grantsburg Logger Jesus, and he wants to know how the hell logging is not on my bitch list. I don't know. What, cutting down a tree? I saw my buddy Curtis cut down a tree once. No big deal.
A little different than logging, but sure.
Come on, Curtis. He made logs out of the tree. He cut the tree down, he turned it into logs.
911 operator, people are saying, yeah, I couldn't handle that stress. And not to mention just probably crying quite a bit on the job. I mean, nobody's calling in there with good news.
Or just having to be on the phone in general.
Oh, yeah. Can you text me?
Yeah. Oh, this could have been a text.
Yeah.
Oh, I like being on the telephone.
You know, house cleaner, Shotgun Messiah Jesus said, good morning. Good morning to you. I just fired myself from cleaning my house. I didn't like my attitude, and I got caught drinking on the job again.
God.
Wasn't qualified.
Tough gigs out there, Cubby. Tough gigs. We got a pretty good one here. Pretty good one overall. At least when it comes to physical stress.
Well, I don't know, man. I saw you take a paper cut once that would kill most men.
I don't want to talk about my paper cut. It just makes me weak in the knees. That was such a terrible paper cut. I remember the day. It's March 11th, 2006? 2007.
2007.
Yes. I took that paper cut here in the building. Oh, God help us. You heard it from across the room.
I heard your skin separating.
He heard this. You know what I'm talking about? Paper cuts. What happened? Did we lose the audience?
Yeah, just when you thought your job was tough, Nick had a paper cut.
18 years ago.
Dude, I mean, it was bad.
But it could happen again at any time.
It was
very
really bad.
stingy when they're in their folds.
It was very stinging. This was around this time in the morning. It was around 6 a.m., I remember. So we still had 3 hours of broadcasting remaining, and I had this friggin' paper cut in the webbing between my index finger and my thumb.
That's rough, man. I don't know how you survive.
So, save your texts about your friggin' supposedly tough gig.
This is why we now have a paramedic standing by in the building in case something like that happens again. So much blood and so much tears, so much crying from me, not from you.
You were very upset.
I thought, well, this is it.
Yeah.
We're done.
I was able to keep my composure. Butcher's Hack Jesus texted in to tell us what he does for a living. He says, I do concrete, and it's friggin' stupid.
Oh, jeez. That would be a tough gig. And if you screw up, oh, no.
There's no undo button there.
Oh, that is so tough. Speaking of major injuries and tears, when we were checking in at the airport, Boston Logan, getting ready to come home on Saturday, the little handle that can go up and down on a suitcase?
Sure.
Yeah.
I was closing that to put it up on the deal where they weigh it.
You got your pecker in there, didn't you?
No. That would never happen. It's too much of a button. You ever seen a movie theater dot, like that candy?
The candy?
Yeah, it's like that, but shorter.
Oh, yeah.
And far more red for some reason. But so as I'm pushing this thing down like a plunger,
yeah,
my tingers got caught in the...
your what now?
My man fingers.
Yes.
Got caught and pinched so hard.
Ouch.
I was doing everything I could not to cry in front of the security lady.
I've done that. That does hurt really bad.
I didn't even know that could. I don't travel enough to know that can happen.
Oh
that
my
makes
God,
me
that
cringe
hurts thinking about it.
Did you do the Peter Griffin?
No, I tried to hide it, but it was very ouchy.
That would have been it for your gym teaching career. How are you supposed to roll that ball out?
Right, because that was my dominant hand.
If your fingers are missing. Oh, well, there you go. What a crowd we got out there.
There's some electricians in the listening audience who disagree with the assessment that their job is easy, and they're saying some unflattering things to other trades.
They're fired up.
Yeah, this is how it starts. Yeah, you just mentioned one person says this about their job, and then the other guy's got to go, well, what about my job? You could never do. And then the third guy comes in and says, neither one of you swinging D's could do my friggin', and then there's a problem.
I love it, though.
I think that most jobs, if not all jobs, are tougher than they look from the outside.
I don't like any of them. There's not one job that I think is any better than the other. They all suck. God, I wish I would have been a trust fund baby douchebag.
I think about that sometimes.
How the hell? What the heck? I was born in the right town.
I know you.
You were so close.
I'm from friggin' Wayzata. But I had to be from the other side of the tracks, not one of these trust fund bag of D's. I would have been the best trust fund baby ever. I would have been the best. I never would have faked it. You know what I mean? That's what irks me about a couple of my trust fund baby friends, is they try to walk around town and act like they earned that money. I would have never been that guy. I would have absolutely been upfront and honest about where my money was coming from at all times. And I would have gotten everybody involved, so much so that at this point in my life, I'd be broke. I would have been the best trust fund jobless baby ever, but I just wasn't given that opportunity.
Yeah. Sometimes I wonder,
frustrating.
The level of douchebag that I might have been had I been a trust fund baby. I would hope that I wouldn't be, but you never know. It's a totally different lifestyle. We both grew up very similar, where every penny counted.
Yeah.
So I think that helped us be appreciative of I'm so appreciative of everything, really.
I would have been a douche.
I don't know.
100%.
I don't see you being a douche.
I think I would have done evil things with my money.
If I could relive my life, I'd come out to shoot a trust fund baby.
You should have married rich. I mean, that's what you always wanted to do.
I did marry rich.
Well, I know your wife does very well for herself.
No, the first time I got married.
Oh, that's true.
That infuriates me
married
that you
rich.
had it
Oh,
all.
my God. I forgot. You married insane rich.
I married into money.
You had it all and you couldn't fake it, Nick.
And then I walked away from it.
That's so frustrating to me.
You know, okay, this is why I forgot.
Yeah, the new wife's got a few bucks in
Yeah,
her.
she's very successful.
She's doing all right.
She has earned it herself, I imagine. She seems like the type that earned it herself.
She has earned it, every damn dime of it.
But your first wife...
Yeah?
I forget. If you didn't tell me that, I would never know, because she didn't grow up a douchebag. She was very funny, very cool. I would never know she was loaded.
I walked away from it.
You did.
Because...
Private planes, nice cars.
Super Bowls.
Big vacations, celebrities.
Yeah, what the heck?
Well, no, hang on. I'm trying to think of the reason why I walked away. Might have to take a commercial break. I can't remember.
Oh, no. Second thoughts.
It was a long time ago, Cubby.
Yeah, I forget you were married once before.
Oh, God. A long time ago. All right, we got to get going again. Wonderful. Oh, isn't it supposed to be around 85 degrees today or something horrible like that?
I'm going to get a blow-up pool today.
Are you really?
Yep.
That's hilarious.
That's beautiful.
I wanted one of those above-ground ones that kind of have like the hard sides, but I just can't justify spending more than $100 on a pool.
I'll tell you what, I have a friend that has one. I was shocked how much it was. And it's a lot of maintenance.
Yeah, that part sounds awful, too. You have to get like a pump and a net and stuff. And that's doing too much for me.
I got a pump. Oh, wait a minute. For a pool?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry about it. You're going to get a blow-up pool today, and you're going to sit it in your backyard.
Yep.
And you're going to fill it with ice-cold water from your outdoor faucet.
Yep.
And then what?
I think I'm going to get one of those bed floaties.
Oh, you
that
don't want
will take up most of the room.
I was going to say.
So I'm like, half in the water, half
Remember
out.
when we were kids and, you'd fill up a kiddie pool or whatever, or you'd squirt each other with the garden hose? You're like, oh, my God, that's cold.
It's like a shock.
It's so brutal. So I bet you there's no way you're actually going to sit in that water. You're going to have to let it sit for about 2 days to warm up.
I know. I should have planned ahead.
93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
Nice.
93X.
Nice.
There's Smashley over there. So, what's your deal?
Nothing really.
How you feeling?
Tired.
Yeah, I was telling my wife yesterday that you're starting to get partly miserable. And she said that you might be in for some trouble if you were already...
Because it's hot. It's going to get hot.
That's what I told her, that you already hate heat.
I'm not excited for that. I'm the worst person to be pregnant in the summer. It's not going to go well.
No one wants to be pregnant in the...
At least it's always freezing in here, so that helps.
True. Let me ask you something, Bydam. You've got a pile of shady older brothers.
Yeah.
Correct? 5, 6 of them.
5.
5 of them. So when you were coming up and boys took an interest in you and you started taking an interest in them, which, as you've explained to us in the past, that happened when you turned 2, when you took an interest in boys.
I liked boys.
Did all those older brothers, did they mean your dad didn't have to play the role of overprotective father because your older brothers had that gimmick covered?
Yeah.
And were they overprotective?
Yes.
Or were they
Some
kind of...
a little bit more than others.
Sure.
But I guess my brother that is closest in age, so he's like 2 years older than me. He was really protective.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So your old man didn't have to exhaust himself.
No.
He had all these, kind of, like, what's the word, Josh? Like in military terms, he had all of these. Forget it. You know what I mean. He had all of these lower.
Like he's in charge of everyone else?
Yes,
okay.
yes. He had his sons to look after you.
Sure.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, people were just naturally afraid of him, though.
Your dad.
Yeah.
He's a bigger guy.
He's tall.
He's
scary
intimidating.
looking. Yeah.
I think when you find out somebody you want to date has a whole bunch of brothers and a dad that looks like your dad, that's intimidating.
Yeah. And like Nick was saying, I mean, they are sketchy, too. All my brothers.
It's a shady crowd.
I mean, that helps.
Your brothers, a shady, shady crowd. I don't remember ever crossing paths, ever, with that classic version of the overprotective dad when I was a kid, or an overprotective brother.
You got lucky.
Yeah, you did.
Never crossed paths with any dads who put off that vibe. Never crossed paths with any older brothers or just brothers of a gal that I was interested in or any of my friends were interested in. That kind of gimmick just only for me appeared on television. And, a couple of my pals had scorching hot sisters. And they never showed any signs of caring at all what kind of dudes came around their sisters. No. And I know I never did. I just looked at it as that's not my business. Josh, remember the story of my buddy who unintentionally got a front row seat to his younger sister just getting jackhammered after school one day?
Yeah,
that's not right.
That's rough.
I'll get back to that.
I forgot about that.
I'll get back to that.
Was it your buddy who found out his sister was stripping or something like that,
yeah.
and another buddy surprised him with that?
Yeah, that's true, too. The reason I'm asking about all this, some dad, supposedly overprotective dad, his picture ended up on social media and everyone's been talking about it. A picture of the back of his T-shirt, and he's got one of those "Don't mess with my daughter" T-shirts with a list of things, right, that you shouldn't do.
Yeah. One of those cheesy shirts.
Yeah.
So cringy.
If you're going to get involved with my princess daughter, here's 10 things you better not do because I'm the overprotective dad.
I texted my daughter this yesterday. I said, hey, look at the new shirt I'm ordering. I wanted her reaction, and she just wrote back, LOL. That was it.
This is so funny because...
the funniest part to me is the people that don't get it. They don't understand a couple of the jokes on there. To me, that was pretty funny.
Well...
Like the last one on there.
Oh, dude, that's where we're going with this, is the dad with his, tough guy, overprotective father T-shirt. He didn't expect, I think, when this was thrown, this picture of the list on the back of his shirt that was put up on social media. I don't think he expected to be the butt of a pile of jokes.
I bet he thought he was going to be pretty cool. Like, usually people like, respect, man. Hell yeah, protect your daughter.
I don't know. I have a feeling he probably got this T-shirt for some weird holiday, and he didn't care about what shirt he was wearing that day, so he threw this on.
That's very likely. A lot of.
I get shirts like that from my kids.
That's how dads are.
It could be that this was just a T-shirt to him. Of course, I mean.
I hope so.
My old man would have been completely comfortable leaving the house wrapped in burlap.
Yeah.
He didn't. But anyway, it's more fun to think that he was trying to put out this vibe and didn't realize it was going to backfire on him. So the back of this man's T-shirt has 10 rules for dating my daughter. And it says here, it's the standard stuff that you've seen before. I personally have never seen one of these T-shirts before, which is why I was kind of extra excited about the bit, and I'm maybe going to got a bigger kick out of it than most folks. But 10 rules to dating my daughter. Rule number 1, get a job. Get yourself a job. Number 2, understand that I don't like you. Number 3, understand that I'm everywhere. Okay.
Jeez.
Rule number 4 to dating my daughter. You hurt her, I hurt you. Rule number 5, be home 30 minutes early. Rule number 6, get a lawyer. Rule number 7, I don't know if I understand this one. If you lie to me, I will find it. Find
out.
Okay, there's a misprint in here. If you lie to me, I'll find out. Okay. Number 8, she is my princess, not your conquest. That's freaking hilarious. My princess, she's not your conquest. Number 9 is funny. This is my favorite one. I don't mind going back to jail, he says.
That is a scary one.
Yeah. And finally, the 10th rule. This is the one where kind of backfired on Dad. Whatever you do to her, I will do to you. And everyone online made the same joke about that last rule. Everyone said, so, her dad is going to bang me?
That's the joke. That's what I understand. People don't understand that. I've heard that so many times. I've heard a lot of these from dads before. And that's the whole joke.
Oh, so it's meant to be a joke?
Yeah, it's meant to be a joke.
Well, then F me.
That's it.
I wasn't aware of that. I thought this was
it.
just a cheap T-shirt that didn't understand what it was saying.
No, it's like, hey, think about the sex acts you're going to commit with her because I will do those same sex acts to you.
Okay, well, this is the first time I've seen a rules to dating my daughter T-shirt. I was naive to the comedic delivery.
Well, yeah, all of it's a joke, right? I mean, yes.
I don't know. I've seen some guys wear those shirts very seriously.
Well, sure, they mean the sentiment, but I don't think they mean I'm going to blow you.
Well, right, but it's just kind of an odd way of phrasing that.
The internet was having a lot of fun with that. A lot of people brought up the extremely graphic sex act that the dad might have to potentially do if he keeps his word on rule number 10.
Chaos coordinator Shiza said she's one of 4 girls. Her dad had that shirt. Wore it in front of all the boyfriends.
Yeah. That's a fun little game of cat and mouse, isn't it, Josh, when you got the tough dad, whether he's just playing that role or is legitimately tough, and the nervous high school boyfriend or whatever. I bet that's a fun game if you're the dad.
Yeah, and guys like this, though, are usually not necessarily the tough dad. I think tough dads are just tough dads. They don't need to wear shirts like that. It's a joke. They're goofing around. But yeah, it was strange to me that nobody understood that number 10 was a joke on there.
Oh, I didn't understand. I thought it was...
Yeah, that's like an old joke. I had a dad say that to me in high school.
Oh. Well, like I said earlier, I never crossed paths with any of those types of folks, overprotective dads or overprotective brothers. Plenty of women chimed in on this dad online who's wearing the T-shirt with the 10 rules for dating his daughter. Plenty of women chimed in and said they would disown their own father if they ever wore a shirt like that in public. One woman said, they are so cringe, she said. I'm not his property to protect, she said. And I bet it sucks for a young gal.
It's got to be annoying.
Oh, embarrassing all the time.
Dad always hovering over your shoulder, maybe picking up the telephone when you're on it. I suppose that doesn't exist anymore because everyone has their own cell phone. But back in the day, I imagine there were some dads who would, maybe grill the kid over the phone or listen in on conversations. If the daughter says we're going to a movie, dad might go to the same movie and sit in the back of the theater.
Oh, that would be awful.
I can see how teenage gals would just lose it with that kind of helicopter parenting. That cracked me up.
And that can backfire, right? If she gets mad at dad and decides, I'm going to do whatever I want.
Oh, yeah.
That can backfire.
It's a fine line you got to walk there.
I suppose. She might want to go as far the other way as possible. And next thing you know, she's in California working with Peter North.
Retired GVFD Jesus said on rule number 10, add with a broomstick.
Yeah, this poor buddy of mine came home from high school one day, and he had a sister that was a year younger than him. And they came from one of those households. I was very jealous of this. They came from one of those households where mom and dad had very relaxed rules on what their children were allowed to do with significant others in the house. Meaning their parents gave them freedom to bring their significant other up into the bedroom whenever they wanted to, and mom and dad would stay away for hours. Just, they were open-minded like that and knew that their kids were probably horsing around and having sex, but that's the type of folks they were. So it was a pretty open household on that subject. So my buddy comes home from school one day. Like I said, he's got a sister 1 year younger. And, backpack over his shoulder, goes to the front door, and it's locked. And he's like, well, what the hell? No one ever locks the door around here. And he kind of goes around the back of the house, tries not to be cute here, but he tries the back door. That sumbitch is locked. He said, come on, I just want to go inside, go back to sleep, for Christ's sake. So he decides he's going to go up to the front picture window and kind of, what's going on in there? Who's got the door? I mean, right as he's peering through the picture window, there's the back of his sister's head, and she's just sprawled out on the couch while her boyfriend is just absent. And he's like, come on!
That's awful.
My wife had a no rules deal at her house too. Her mom raised her, a single mom, and she would let her go up to the bedroom, closed doors, sleepovers, anything, whatever went.
Yeah.
And she took advantage of that.
That's crazy.
Metal hand finishing Jesus
says.
Did you
get a little emotional?
A little bit, just kind of thinking about how much she took advantage of that.
A lot of advantages were taken.
Yeah. A lot of liberties given and more were taken, I'd say.
Oh, B.
Metal hand finishing Jesus said he has a shirt which reads, yes, I have a beautiful daughter. I also have a gun, a shovel, and an alibi.
Sounds like something my father-in-law would wear for sure.
Which one?
That's a good point.
You got three.
Her actual father.
So you did encounter the overprotective dads and brothers and whatnot when you were a kid, Josh.
A couple, not even as a kid. You know what? The one girlfriend that you warned me their family was too close.
Yes.
That was one.
Okay.
And she had a few brothers who the brothers were totally cool, except for one. But I got along with those guys great. But the dad was kind of like that. And so was the uncle. The uncle was like that as well.
Yeah, you got the guys.
It's the same uncle that you and I overheard talking about how great his daughter's breasts were.
Oh.
That particular uncle.
That was an odd moment.
That was very weird.
What is this now?
Don't do that.
Medical device Jesus said his daughter's 19. Whenever there's dirty jokes, he locks eyes with her boyfriend and keeps staring until he looks away. It's pretty fun, he said.
Sure. Ah, that's good. This is funny. Here's a female listener in our audience who claims one day her dad asked her boyfriend, are you effing my daughter? And her boyfriend, now husband, replied, I'm making love to your daughter.
Ew.
Why
in
are you guys,
5 minutes.
Why are you, how and why did that happen? Anyway, there you go. Yeah, we had it pretty easy. Never got chased, threatened, anything. Specifically talking about, dating girls or pursuing girls. We certainly got chased and threatened by parents for other reasons, but didn't encounter that whole bit. Ashley, I imagine your brothers and your dad collectively probably could win a battle royal.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
probably could win a WWE main event if they wanted to.
Yeah, they probably could.
Was your fiance intimidated at all?
I don't know. I guess I haven't really asked him
He's
about
too
it.
dumb to be intimidated.
Yeah, I've kind of noticed that.
Kind of slow, reactive kind of a guy.
Did you warn him? Did you say,
yeah,
hey, just so
I
you
do.
know, so-and-so's a little aggressive. You did? You gave him a couple warnings?
100%, yeah. I'm not that bad of a person.
I'm not fat, I'm aerodynamic, Jesus said. His friend had a shirt he made called You Married Her, You Keep Her. Apparently, Dad just wanted to get rid of her. I'll tell you, when my daughter started dating, I just didn't make a lot of effort to get to know the guys because I figured it'd be over in 2 weeks. And that was kind of the case until her current boyfriend, who she's been with for 5 years. Someday I'll get to know him a little bit because it seems like he's sticking around.
5 years?
He seems pretty cool.
5 years they've been dating.
5 years, yeah.
But at first you didn't pay much attention.
No, because,
it was like a never-ending wheelhouse of a different dude.
She didn't really date too many guys, but yeah, I just figured it's going to be over in a week or two. And that's what it was. It would be one dance, 1 week, and that's it.
That's smart. Don't invest your time.
Right. Because what if I like him better than her and I'm on his side?
Yeah, see,
that's the
you
fear.
don't want that. That would suck.
93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
Isn't that a religious show? With all the Jesus and Sheezus talk?
Oh, hell no.
Just kidding. They suck.
4% of adults admit to frequently cheating on tests and such in high school. Now, I never did, and I'll tell you why. You usually need a partner in crime for cheating on tests, someone who knew the correct answers ahead of time or knows the correct answers ahead of time. Nobody I hung out with studied, so we weren't able to help each other cheat on tests.
Tests were the only thing I was good at, so.
Really?
You were good at all that stuff because you studied, or you were just the kind of person who was clutch under pressure and could...
I was just good at test taking.
So you didn't even have to study?
No, we would... Well, usually in high school, you would get to class the day of a test, and the first 5-10 minutes, you would review a study guide or something that you had.
Oh, a study guide.
And it would usually just be, one sheet of paper, front and back, and that's all it would really take. I would just pay attention during that.
That sounds very easy.
What do you mean, like the test was easy?
You have... What you just explained sounds... I wish I would have had that set up. Hey, everybody, we have a test coming up in 5 minutes, but first, here's this review sheet that you can go over.
Yeah, it really...
We
really,
never
really
had that
helped.
option.
Yeah, and then so when I was taking the test, I would just think back to what we did on the review sheet. And
why the hell didn't I get that option?
I don't know.
So you're saying
maybe you did, and you just
I was going to say, you probably did.
You might have just crumpled it up.
They never said, here's 5 minutes to review this piece of paper, and then we're going to take it. So you're saying
well, you'd get the piece of paper. It actually, I should correct myself. You usually would get it the night before. So, you would do the problems yourself.
Whatever. I was a terrible...
So you would still have to do the problems at home, and you probably wouldn't have done that, Nick.
We never cheated because none of us were, like I said, none of us were good students. So it's not as if I could turn to, Donnie and say, "Hey, man, you got the answers to the test?" He would say, "Well, no."
I still feel bad. Oh, sorry, Josh.
No, you go ahead.
Looking back, there was a friend of mine, very good friend of mine, and she would ask me to cheat off my homework and my tests all the time in one specific class. And eventually it just angered me because I was like, why? Just do your work. This is pissing me off. I'm doing your work too.
If you have someone constantly leaning on you, you're actually working for the results they are not. Sure, I can understand how that would be aggravating. Josh, you never cheated on it, so you didn't have to.
No, there was a couple kids in my class that did, and they had what I thought at the time was a pretty ingenious method. The smarter kid would sit in front of the other kid, right? And the other kid who needed some help, let's say he got to question 3, he'd have 3 coughs. Like,
that's 3.
So then the person in front of him knew, okay, question 3 he's struggling with, and he'd hold up his fingers behind his back as to choose A, B, C, or D.
Sure.
And they had this, and at first I'm like, is he dying?
Yeah.
Why does he sound like my grandmother?
That would be rough if you were on question 20.
Right, are you counting coughs? Wait, was that one cough or was that 2? They kind of blended together.
That's a good question. They must have had some sort of multiplier, right? Where if he just hit the table or something 8 times 2.
Foot tapping or...
But I remember asking them afterwards, what is going on between the two of you? And they told me that, and I thought, wow, these are the 2 smartest kids in school. Whoever figured out this cheating scheme.
A lot of adults were asked about this cheating. I guess they specifically refer to high school, but 59% claim they never, ever cheated on homework or tests. 28% admitted to cheating occasionally. 6% say they don't remember. 3% prefer not to say.
Mysterious.
I'm not going to answer this anonymous poll. I'm still worried I might get caught for cheating in Miss Larson's 8th grade English class.
80s made me, 90s raised me. She just said she teaches high school, and the group chats students set up for each class are insane, she said.
Oh, I bet.
100-plus kids. Someone takes a picture of a completed assignment, sends it to the entire group, And there's photo math apps, which have been crazy to see, she said. You can scan a math problem and it gives you the answer.
Man, it's never been easier to cheat.
Well, are we raising morons?
Yeah, I would not want to be a teacher.
Between that and Chat GPT to write papers for you,
nobody's going to know how to do anything anymore.
We're screwed in a lot of ways.
That's exactly where this article goes, is back in the day, you had to have someone sitting nearby or some kind of a code system, to cheat in class on a test. Or you had to have a hell of a connection, someone who really knew their stuff if you wanted to somehow cheat on your homework. But now, with all of the things you mentioned, things that I can't even begin to understand, Chat GPT, some of the other, I can't even repeat what you guys were just discussing because I know nothing about it, but 4% of adults, 4% of adults think that all students are cheating now. 23% say most of them are because of this new technology and all these easy ways to share information with your phone and your computer and your, what do they call this thing, your
iPad?
Yeah, iPad.
Elementary school custodian Jesus cheated once, got caught, and says he still feels guilty about it today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, cheating was pretty rampant in my high school. A lot of kids stealing answer keys to tests from behind the teacher's desk when they weren't in there.
Yep.
Or older kids saving their tests and giving it to the grade below and saying, hey, you got to take econ next year. Here's the final. And a lot of teachers were too lazy to ever change it up. They would just give the same test every year.
Anybody make any money? Anybody use
Probably,
that as a business?
I can't remember exactly any specific stories. I think it was more of just people or kids helping other kids out. But yeah, no, that was a great idea. Somebody could have gotten rich off of that in high school.
Well, I think I'm giving credit to the correct person. Physics teacher Jesus, I thought, told us that. So you have AI. These kids can complete an assignment with AI, but the teachers have some sort of AI to figure out if AI did the assignment, that kind of thing.
But then the students are going to get AI to cover the AI to cover the other AI.
Sounds like a mess.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad I don't have to deal with it.
What a hell of a deal, man.
Oh, this person said he works for a pretty big local manufacturer, and they had an intern who used AI to write code. He would brag about it. The AI would write the code, and he'd proof it. So can you imagine, like, you're applying for a job, and they think, wow, this guy's got some great talent, and all he's entering in is, hey, program me this or that. Some of the stuff you guys have shown me, Dana and Ashley, with the Chat GPT thing is insane.
I've only done the photo stuff with it so far, like the animated photos. Those can be kind of fun.
But all you wrote were some prompts, right?
Yeah.
You have no ability whatsoever to draw or, computer animation, and you're able to do this. It's insane to me.
Right.
Well, we've done that with the songs.
Oh, that's right. I forgot we did that.
We've used those AI song generators where you can choose to write lyrics or just put the topic to write a song about a hot chick. And then a couple seconds later, it produces a song. I have no idea how that works.
I'll explain it. When we get
I'm excited.
All of the technology that we just covered in the last 5-6 minutes after the show, Josh, I'll sit you down and I'll explain it to you.
I think you're cheating off of somebody.
If I were a 15-year-old kid today, what a bittersweet kind of a double-edged sword I imagine it would be. I was a horrible student in every way. If I were a 15-year-old kid today, my schoolwork, my grades would certainly be much, much better because of everything we just discussed. I could steal the results of a test from someone on the internet. I could use Chat GPT, right? So that's the positive. The negative is with all the social media stuff, I would be in juvenile hall within an hour.
Yes.
So there's the good and the bad.
You'd accidentally get into some drugs. A lot the young kids are doing more drugs, I think.
Are they?
Than ever. Well, not like weed and alcohol. They do like
stuff?
pills and stuff like that. Yeah.
Is your kid on drugs, Josh?
Not that I'm aware of.
That's good.
But I'm usually so geefed out of my mind. I don't know what's going on.
Geefed, dude.
Medical device.
You get high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that.
So you don't even know what's going on.
No. So it actually reminds me. A friend of mine was telling me a story yesterday. It was a tough day for him. He had to go between the vet and his work. He's a contractor. He's in the middle of a big job because their dog. Yesterday morning they woke up. the dog couldn't move.
Oh, no.
She couldn't lift her head. She was peeing herself. And it's an older dog, and they thought, oh, no, this is time. And, he loves his dogs. He's one of those guys that he just absolutely loves, takes them everywhere, just every day. That's the joy of his life, his dogs. So he told me that it was an entire day process. The vet's trying to figure this out, trying to decide, do we need to put her down? Is it time? And they realized the previous night he was having a gummy in bed to try and sleep, and he dropped one by accident in the dark. The dog got into it, and so the dog was stoned out of its mind all day yesterday.
Oh, no kidding.
Thankfully, that's what it was, though.
Oh, yeah, he was very relieved. He was very upset with himself, but obviously very relieved.
Probably could have killed the animal.
I'm wondering because I forget, his dog's in the double digits, I think. And so I know he was obviously very worried about it. And, he was kind of emotional yesterday, but he couldn't be there the whole time. He had to go back between work and the vet. And then, of course, I wonder what his wife is going to say when she finds out I think she's out of town, what exactly happened to the dog and why it happened. You just happened to drop one of them.
Damn.
So do you think the dog was having the time of her life?
Oh, yeah.
Or just miserable, not
I bet
knowing?
it was miserable.
That's what I would think.
Absolutely miserable.
So confused.
Yeah, it messes them up pretty bad.
Dude, that's a dramatic day for a dog owner, and quite a relief, I'm guessing, at the end of the day when he finds out, okay, I mean, he's disappointed in himself, but quite a relief that he has an answer as to what's wrong with it. So many of us have had sick pets, and we really can't get an answer. It's a helpless feeling. But I'll tell you this, since my mother has become an elderly person, you should see the amount of pills she has to take twice a day. It's like a bowl of cereal. It looks like a bowl of cereal. It's multiple colors of pills, one for her heart, one for her this, one for... It's unbelievable, right? Now, she's in a assisted living situation right now. But before she went over to the assisted living, at her own home, she was very reckless with her medication. If she was dropping 11 pills into her mouth at one time and she dropped 7 of them onto the floor, whatever, right?
Tomorrow's another day.
Right. I'll get the next dose. I'll get the next. So when we would bring our tiny little 5-pound dog up to the house to see my mother, we would have to do a pill sweep of the floor first, because what's that little friggin' squirrel dog going to do? He's going to eat him up. She is going to eat him up. So, I mean, what a pain in the ass. Hi, Mom, we're here for a visit. And then we get our flashlights out. The wife's holding the dog. We can't let the dog get on the floor yet. No. I have to get a flashlight out and do a pill sweep of the entire house, the floor, or our dog is going to eat heart medication and choke on its own blood and die in front of us,
My wife used to have to do that going to her mom's house, bringing the kids over when they were very little, do a drug sweep for that reason, too. She'd just leave stuff
ridiculous.
out. Bag of this, a bottle of that. Oh, but my buddy, you know what he's got to look forward to?
The buddy with the stone dog?
Yeah, that vet bill.
Oh.
That's all I could think of.
He said it was an entire day where they're trying to figure this thing out.
Well, we all know that game, don't we?
You know what? You better.
They know what they're doing. They're smart. They know we'll pay.
You better pick up a couple more gigs, bro, if you're listening, because that's going to be expensive.
F me.
No Nintendo Switch 2 for you.
The dog was gooned out of his gourd on marijuana gummies.
It's one of those where he's so relieved and then so angry at himself.
I get it. I friggin' get it.
Can I hump your leg for 15 uninterrupted seconds?
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
All right, all you procrastinators, enough is enough. It's November and the you-know-what is about to hit the fan. Time to hit up my friends at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning to get that furnace cranked on and get it winter ready. Dana here. November's also the final tune-up deal of the year at Standard. You can get $20 off your furnace fix when you make an appointment and mention 93X. Yeah, I know we're all hardy Minnesotans around here, and you're probably saving up to buy me a sweet, sweet Christmas gift, but don't roll the dice on your furnace. Time to prep and protect. Book that tune-up today at standardheating.com. That's standardheating.com.
This episode brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever find yourself playing the budgeting game? Shifting a little money here, a little there, and hoping it all works out? Well, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive, you can get a better budgeter and potentially lower your insurance bill too. You tell Progressive what you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll help find you options within your budget. Try it today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
Hi, I'm Drew Barrymore, and I want to tell you how you can help to support the life-saving work of St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. When you give, you're helping ensure families never receive a bill from St. Jude for treatment, travel, housing, or food, so they can focus on helping their child live. This holiday, help St. Jude give children the greatest gift, a chance at a lifetime.
This holiday, help St. Jude find more cures for more children. Donate now at musicgives.org.
By the way, I faked every orgasm.
93X.
Half-assed morning show.
When we were kids, Cubby, my dad used to wake us up by singing to us or by finger drumming on our bedroom doors. He was the original finger drummer in the family.
That's a nice way to wake up.
I'm a finger drummer. I got my skill set from the old man. I learned it from him.
My mom would just start off like whispering. She would try to do it quietly. Hey, Ashley, honey, it's time to wake up. Gosh, and then I would yell back at her.
Yeah.
Like such an a-hole.
Did you snap?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Like, I know what time it is.
I know it's time to get up. God.
10 minutes later, do you know what time it... I didn't. I guess I didn't know what time it was. Sorry, Mom. That's so mean.
With your impending son's birth, you're starting to think back to how poorly you treated your own mother.
Oh, gosh, yeah. I've been thinking about that since I moved out.
Can you hear? Can I do this without... Can you hear that?
Yeah.
That's what the old man, we'd come up to our bedroom doors, and he had an exact rhythm that he would go with. I'm just trying not to break this microphone. It was... And my finger space here is limited, but it was kind of like this. You can't hear it well enough. But I can sing you the song.
Do it.
This was the song when we were little kids. Once we got a little older, he stopped being cute about it. But when we were little kids, this was the song. And I bet you some of you will recognize it. Good morning, it's grand to be on hand. Good morning to you. I believe it was from a musical called possibly Singing in the Rain.
Oh, I've never seen that, but a friend of mine's dad was obsessed with that musical. He used to sing stuff from it all the time.
Really?
I've seen different variations of that song. I've never known like that middle part there. What was it? It said, good morning.
It's grand to be on hand.
Yeah, I usually fill it in with whatever I can think of.
So he would very happily sing that to us when we were little kids. Once we got a little older, he'd just crack open our door and say, hey, it's grand to be on hand.
Sometimes I'll sing singing in the rain for whatever reason. I guess when it's raining, certainly that comes to mind, but just if weird songs pop in my head.
I think that's where that came from.
It was. I just looked it up. I thought maybe it was Sound of Music, but you were right. It's Singing in the Rain.
Josh, sing the song that my dad taught you to sing to your family.
Oh, I'll do my best. I can't hear out of one of my ears, so everything sounds really weird.
The ear infection's gotten even worse. Now he can't hear out of one of his ears.
Yeah.
Cat medicine not working?
I think the cat medicine made it worse. I'm coughing up fur balls. I asked my wife for some affection yesterday, and then she gave it to me, and I immediately scratched her in the face for no reason.
Oh, man.
Things have been weird at home.
But now one of your ears are locked up. What was the song? By way, through me, I taught you a song. Another song that my dad would sing to us when we were kids. And this was about keeping your body clean.
And I sang it yesterday.
You did?
When I got out of the shower. Who's got the cleanest body in the family? I do, that's who. And then, for whatever reason, when my kids were really young, it would enrage them. Where they'd say, well, no. Like my youngest son, for example, is the biggest offender here.
Things got violent?
Well, he's like, no, I've got the cleanest body in the family. And I'd have to say, well, how? Let me ask you something. How's that possible? I just got out of the shower.
If you just got out of the shower, easily you have the cleanest body in the family.
If I had hair, it would still be wet.
Right.
I just got out of the shower, and you've been laying here like a lump the entire time.
Yeah,
I obviously have the cleanest
Talk about
body
an
in the world.
unreasonable argument.
Yes.
I'm going to
made
use the
by
heck
your-
out of that. That is so smart.
Yeah, that
Genius.
was, when we were little kids, we were filthy little bastards, of course. You
Yeah.
know, we never wanted to bathe. And so the old man motivated us by turning it into a contest. He would come firing out of the bathroom with a towel around his waist after a shower, and he would sing, "Who's got the cleanest body in the family? I do, that's who." And then me and my brother would say, "Well, I want the cleanest." So then we would go, what if... It was interesting when we were young, continuing on the topic of sleep. We played the wake up bitch lady to start the show again. And I talked about how we were woken up as kids. My brother simply refused to get out of bed for school. Once we got into high school, especially. He was late damn near every day. He would just refuse to do it. Where I couldn't wait to get to school most days because I loved it so much. Our mother finally gave up on trying to help my brother get out of bed by the time we were in high school. She just said, "F you. If you're not going to get up, I'm not going to try and help you anymore." It was fascinating and very strange to me. He would simply refuse to get out of bed. And I would even try. As I'm fully dressed and ready to leave, I would even open up his bedroom door and say, "Why don't you just get out of bed?" He just wouldn't do it.
Did you stay up late?
No, not as late as I did. Hell no. Hell no. He just effing refused to do it. Have you slept through anything significant in your lifetime?
No, luckily.
Nothing?
No, I get anxious about that kind of thing. So I'll set multiple alarms or else I just won't be able to fall asleep. Yeah, thankfully I haven't. I thought I had. We've all mentioned that, and people listening now might have had the same experience where if you're up this early and you have this type of hours, in the wintertime, you'll see it's 5:15 and you realize, I took a nap. It's still dark out at 5:15.
Oh, yeah.
You think you slept through work or whatever.
Oh, that gets so confusing.
I've had that panic moment, but thankfully I haven't.
That happened in college once where I slept straight until about 5 o'clock at night. Went to bed at probably 5 in the morning. Woke up, I'm like, oh, wow, it's still morning. Look, I got a whole day ahead of me. Oh, no, it's Saturday night and it's 5 p.m. and it's dark in St. Cloud right now. That's a day wasted.
I'm a heavy sleeper once I'm out. And I feel like I'm the best napper that's ever played the game. My career numbers, nap numbers cannot be, how do I say that? Can't be touched.
What's your average nap time after the show each day?
Couple hours.
Couple hours?
Yeah, I
Couple
can't
hours.
do that.
I can't either.
I'm the
Can't
best
do it
in the
anymore.
business.
I used to.
Oh, I thought you were 4 hours, Ashley. I thought you kind of were outrageously long as far as napping.
Before you
Yeah,
got
I was
pregnant,
up
you
there.
were.
Yeah, now I can't sleep worth crap.
Before you got pregnant, you were.
Where were you at? How many hours a day?
Yeah, about 3. Yeah, and now that's completely ruined. For example, I woke up at 1:30 this morning, and that was that.
You were up?
Now I'm here. Yep.
So I feel like I'm a Hall of Fame level napper. Once, I don't know, maybe this isn't significant. You tell me. I slept through my graduation. This is just one example. I guess, I am a great napper, but I can't think of many significant things I've missed because I was asleep. But I did sleep through my graduation at Brown Institute. That's all I can. I mean,
that's not too bad.
No, I mean, who cares,
you.
right?
Yeah. Thankfully, it wasn't you slept through an important final or something like that.
No. So, I mean, I remember thinking, oh, God, because they told us, 5 p.m. tonight or whatever, come back to the school, you'll receive your little certificate for completing Brown Institute, the old radio school that used to be here in town. And I think just because I had been burning the candle at both ends for so friggin' long, radio in the morning, school in the afternoon, and then work in the evening, that when I was finally off the hook for one of those things, school, I fell asleep, and it was like my body finally let go of some of the tension or stress that I must have been under, and I slept right through the whole ceremony where they hand you the certificate. I did feel sort of bad about it, but I moved on maybe 10 or 15 minutes later.
Have you ever slept through a significant, dangerous weather event?
No, but back to my old man, he was infamous for that. He could sleep through any... He slept through the worst thunderstorm I've ever seen in my life.
Dirt Foreman Jesus slept through a tornado. What? He woke up and the roof was gone.
Oh, my God.
I always wake up to storms.
Oh, man. Can you imagine? Okay, I'm obviously still dreaming. This is a lucid dream right now.
Dang, dude, you were out.
The roof is gone.
That's something.
My oldest, Cam, would... you could pick it when he was like 5, for 5, 6, 7 even. My wife would be able to pick him up by the ankles, and he would stay asleep.
Oh, my
He would
gosh.
sleep through anything.
Maybe that's an undiagnosed case of something or another.
Oh, necrophilia. I believe that's what that's called.
Yeah, that's what he's got.
He's got, it's really bad, necrophilia. But he could sleep through pretty much anything. And I don't know if that's still the case. He's moved out for many years now, but he was a very, very deep sleeper.
I believe it was the summer of '86, and you probably can look this up, if you like. The summer of '86, there was a thunderstorm that came through town that dumped, maybe it's still a record amount of rainfall. And it was just a violent thunderstorm. I don't know that there were any tornadoes, but it was a violent, loud thunderstorm. Downpours, like I said, I believe it set records that might still be there. And my brother and I were at my dad's place. He was asleep. I've mentioned this before. He worked his entire life as an over-the-road truck driver. There were some days where he wouldn't go to work, and you're just kind of living on the fly. When do I try and get some sleep? That was the game he always played. When are they going to call me to work? You never really knew. So you needed to sleep on demand. I could never do that, but my dad had that skill. He could just say, I just found out I have to drive to Kansas City in 6 hours. I'm going to sleep. And he'd be out. It was unbelievable to watch, but he had that skill set.
I'm jealous of that.
He had gotten home from the road, and he was beat, and he hit the sack. This horrible thunderstorm came through. How he slept through it, I have no idea, especially when you learn that the rain was so brutal. Our window wells were filling with water, like you fill up a glass of water. And water is cascading into the basement like what was that old movie where the ship tips over? The ship
Poseidon?
Poseidon event, thank you. My brother and I are running around the basement, hollering at each other with buckets, trying to keep... And the storm finally ended. The basement was trashed. It was madness. And an hour later, the old man wakes up and says, "What the hell happened here?" I'm like, "You never woke up the entire..." It was something to see. He truly was skilled in that department. Just, I think, because
staying awake so long on the road.
Sure, but the thing was, Josh, that he could wake up after being asleep for 8 hours, and then the trucking company would call and say, "We need you at this time." He could go back to sleep.
Oh, really?
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'd be up.
It wasn't because of exhaustion always. He could just, great, I just woke up, and now I got to go back.
I've been lucky where I can fall asleep pretty much instantly. Unless there's something going on that I'm, thinking, I can't stop thinking about, I can fall asleep pretty instantly. Staying asleep sometimes is a problem.
One of our listeners slept through an earthquake when they lived in California. Oh, we've got a fellow Brown Institute graduate listening to the show. I'm a Brown Institute graduate of electronics. That is a drunk Uncle Firefighter Jesus.
Oh, well, I didn't know they had other programs there.
It's been so many years I don't remember. But that place was a lot of fun. It was fun.
It always seemed fun. I wanted to go. It was just so expensive. But
Yeah.
I'd already worked here, so I thought, boy, I should probably learn how to do this, and someday I will. But I was already here I was promotions, and back then, maybe they do now. I guess I'm not sure. It's been so many companies around, but we used to get paid, right? So that was my job. I'd work all these promotions, and I thought I should probably learn how to do other things.
Oh, I'm so glad that you didn't, because as we both learned, you didn't need to go there.
It was just so expensive
in order to work here. That was what
You're told you are, right?
Didn't we have the same experience? I mean,
It's crazy.
Or maybe we did not, because you never went to Brown.
I didn't attend it. I went there like for the orientation and just to find out about it.
Where you read the paragraph and they told you that your mispronunciations
No, I never got that far. It was
Okay.
just like a meeting about, hey, here's what we do, here's what we can. Now, here's the thing. Sure, you're working promotions at the station. You're never going to have a career there. You got to move. You got to kind of work your way up from some small towns.
Right.
And then they showed me the tuition. And even so, I mean, when we had younger guys come in here and say what they're paying, it was probably twice what they even told me it was going to be. But I thought, wow, I couldn't do that.
I paid for it forever. Yeah. I had very small monthly payments and paid for it forever. And I had a good time, and I met some cool people there. But what I learned was once I got here, and I started working here while I was still going to Brown. And, of course, the people at Brown kept telling me, oh, no, you don't want to start in a major market. You don't want to do that.
Yeah, they told me I was already screwed.
And I would say, well, but I've already been hired. But, I think they got some – when they would plant you in Montana, when they would place you in Montana, that gave them, I don't know, money or some
type of kickback?
Some type of kickback. So they wanted to send you to Montana and South Dakota. I don't know how it all worked, but –
Why wouldn't you want to work for a bigger station?
What threw me was when I walked into this place, I thought, well, everyone here must have been educated on some level in broadcasting.
I thought the same thing.
Which wasn't true. I found out that I was about the only one who actually went to a broadcasting school, and I felt like, what the hell did I do that for if everyone else in the building just walked in and said, I'd like to work here? So I felt silly about that. But I remember the first day walking in, so you didn't read the paragraph.
No, it was just kind of like a salesperson, basically, that I talked to.
I went into the school, they sat me down, and then they sent me up to some guy's office, and they handed me an advertisement. Come to Tommy's shoe store for the best in tennis shoes, leisure wear, flip-flops, and casual. And I read, and the guy just said, here, read this. And I read it, and the guy said, I had my hopes set on this. I even talked to someone down in the office about the finances of it all. Then I go to the guy's office, he tells me to read this ad, I read it, and the guy says, yeah, it's not going to work.
What?
And I said, what do you mean it's not going to work? He said, yeah, you pronounce this incorrectly, your S's sound this and that. I don't think this is for you. But what I learned later is that's what they said to everybody.
Yeah.
And I think that was their way to motivate you, or some kind of a mind F. In the end, I had the money, or I didn't have the money, but I was prepared to pay the money, and so they let me in. But the whole thing, thinking back, it was kind of shady. They did everything they could to talk me out of working here.
That's so weird.
And now maybe I should have listened to them. No. But they really did. Like, I've already been hired. No, you can't do that. We'll send you to Dubuque. But I've already been hired here. Weird thing. It was weird in some ways, but I did enjoy myself there.
Oh, geez, Jesus said in Afghanistan he slept through the sirens telling them their base was getting hit with mortars.
Oh, my gosh.
So does that mean you slept through the mortars as well? Man, that guy can sleep.
That's some sleep right there.
Oh, man. We could all use a little more sleep.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
All right, all you procrastinators, enough is enough. It's November and the you-know-what is about to hit the fan. Time to hit up my friends at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning and get that furnace cranked on and get it winter ready. Dana here. November's also the final tune-up deal of the year at Standard. You can get $20 off your furnace fix when you make an appointment and mention 93X. Yeah, I know we're all hardy Minnesotans around here, and you're probably saving up to buy me a sweet, sweet Christmas gift, but don't roll the dice on your furnace. Time to prep and protect. Book that tune-up today at standardheating.com. That's standardheating.com.